There's no place you can just go rent movies anymore since Blockbuster is gone.
What are you talking about?
Just
Redbox.
Yeah, but there's such a limited selection.
Okay, dude, you have an Xbox.
Yeah? You have to buy the movies.
Oh, $3. Right.
Eh, $3, eh.
That's cheaper than Blockbuster fucking
No,
ride.
you know there used to be in this town
You
when I was
spend
a kid.
$40 on a game that takes you 2 years to ever start up.
Doesn't matter. It pays off eventually. Shut up.
Spend $3 to watch a movie right now.
Okay, but that's how we watch Hot
You know how long I had Beauty and the Beast sitting to watch? I had that a tab on my phone for over 2 weeks. Eventually, I was up late one night and I was working on stuff. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to put Beauty and the Beast on. And play it in the background. So I have things there, and it takes me a while to watch them. I don't usually watch new things right away. I'm almost caught up on CW shows finally.
There you go.
Got through Flash. I'm almost through Supergirl season 2.
I'm through Flash now as well.
Flash was awesome. I'm on the current season of all the CW shows. I'm almost done Supergirl. I know it's not a CW show, but of the whole DC universe.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not. Wait,
Supergirl?
CW.
no, it's not a different network. I thought.
No.
We're in a different multiverse.
I know it's not a different multiverse, but I thought it's because they have it with a different network.
Nope.
Oh. Either way. And then I gotta do Legends of Tomorrow, which at least those are shorter than the others. Yeah. And I want to do Arrow because there's like parts of the story I caught from Arrow.
You didn't do Legends of Tomorrow yet?
Not season 2.
Oh, okay.
I had season 1, which was awesome. I haven't gotten season 2
Let's say you did Flash season 3, but didn't do Legends of Tomorrow season 1. There's massive spoilers.
No, I did.
You know what I'm about to do?
Take a dump.
Take Kay's job. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Hawkie Talkie number 18. I'm Austin. And no one else wants to introduce themselves.
I want to understand I'm going to make Kay do his whole introduction thing.
No, I actually do have an introduction plan for this.
He does.
I was just...
Don't you feel like an ass?
I was eating.
Actually.
Oh, shit. I got to get my tray.
Eat that dick.
That's
Motherfucker.
my job. Excuse you.
Wow.
I'm telling him to do it himself once. Then maybe he can understand.
You assume he hasn't tried.
Good point.
Alright, so
You're right. You're right.
Go for it, Kay.
Alright. Welcome to Hawkwalk Studios Hawkie Talkie. We have taken our normal Hawkie Talkie Sunday edition and merged it with our Hawkie Talkie Father's Day edition and our Hawkie Talkie E3 edition to create one unified edition.
Oh, shit.
Also,
With me today here is...
Shawn.
Austin.
Britney.
Britney.
And I'm your host, Kay.
I'm embarrassed to be
I say the same thing
you
every
do.
time I'm on this.
We're also going to start arranging people in this room for a podcast and for all recordings to be in like better positions where like Rad and Brittany or other people are the ones closest to the mic, not like me and Austin who are usually the loudest.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I have a big ass fucking mouth.
Yeah, I know, but when you're on the podcast, you tend not to.
That's why I'm sort of like controlling my projection because I know how close I am to the microphone.
I'm
further
probably
away now,
going to be
so.
a little louder today than I usually am because I'm
it's
deaf in one ear today.
No, he's got a rage boner for E3. Also,
Swimmers here definitely ain't fun, Kay.
I think we combined it with Father's Day. One, it won't be published on Father's Day, and two, none of us fucking celebrate anything with fathers.
It's a unified edition, Shawn.
Trey might not be a father, but he'll always be my daddy.
That's the title of this episode. Who'll always be my daddy.
He'll always be my daddy.
Thank you, Brittany. You just titled this episode. E3, he'll always be my daddy.
This is Hawkie Talkie 18. To bring it up as clearly the reference is being the Minecraft unification.
Didn't we mention that last time?
No.
Or was that off podcast?
That was off podcast.
Okay.
Which I just found out PS4 isn't included in that unification.
Neither is Wii U or PS3.
Well, the Switch is.
The old ones.
The Switch is.
Old consoles
Yes.
aren't. Switch PC, Xbox One, which is really all that matters.
It's going to be
And mobile.
And mobile.
It's the Bedrock. It's the Bedrock update coming to Switch and Xbox One, which includes the new engine model, which makes the game runs a lot smoother.
And there's a new graphics update coming for it too, which makes the water and the sun and stuff more realistic looking.
Yep, that's because the Bedrock edition is more powerful. This actually removed the level limits from the Xbox One and the Switch version.
Oh shit!
To be infinite.
I was like, we lost somebody, and I just turned like, oh.
It's going to be cross-platform between all versions except for 360, Wii U, PS3, and PS4.
Kill me.
The Sony are dicks.
Well, it's according to them.
Couldn't even get to the first recording, could you?
No, I have to establish a baseline somehow. It's either my ass or my mouth.
It's too late, and don't you start ripping ass when I'm sitting next to you for once.
Hey,
Darth Vader will take that lightsaber
look,
and
dude,
stick it in and plug your ass.
Look. Okay, we're still friends. Mini golf was fun.
No. Screw you. I am still sour about that. It's been a couple weeks now.
Have you uploaded that yet?
I uploaded that following week after we did
Say
it.
week.
That was 2 Fridays ago. Yeah, no, I updated that shit. Everyone told me it. Fucking were
everyone I know watched it, said it was the best lead up to the greatest 10 minutes of video ever.
Yeah, it's an hour for an hour.
And we didn't even finish.
It was a decent hour.
It was a lot
for
of fun
an amazing last 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, I thought it was actually really good because I was rewatching it through as I was editing and stuff like that. I'm like, this is still just funny because we were just having fun ripping on things and just doing dumb shit as we played. So it was an entertaining video anyway, just for the ending to be even worse.
Oh, the second I realized I didn't have a chance, I just fucked up whoever had a chance.
So,
and not Kay?
No, because you were in the best possible position to win because you were in first going into the last hole.
You really were.
And he was a dick about it, though, and he was second.
Huge dick.
He was 4 shots off.
Yeah.
8, actually.
Oh, no, he was 8.
No.
Rad was 4. Rad was at +4. Kay was at +8. I was at +11 going into that final hole.
You were second place.
Because I said
Rad was really far behind. You were in second. You were the closest one to beat.
Because I remember I had said out loud, the only way I have a chance of winning is if you shot a 12, he shot an 8, Rad shot a 4, and I made it in 0.
No, rewatch it. Rad was behind because Rad pretty much wrote himself out too. I remember he ended up you ended up fucking me so badly that Rad ended up beating me.
Yeah,
that was a big thing. Kay ended up destroying me because of you.
Yep.
Back to Minecraft.
Screw you.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Now,
so we'll have fun new stuff for the podcast. Oh, hello.
Yes.
Oh, hi there.
One of the interesting things, in order to do the cross-platform on the Switch, they announced you will still need to log in with an Xbox account.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. That'll be fine. Again, that'll work for like what he was saying, where we don't always have to do split screen. Everybody can everyone's got Switches half the time now that people can just take their Switch
play on my phone
or your phone.
Absolutely.
And then we can just do one solid screen instead of split.
They stated
and same thing for when we do the shows.
Yeah.
They stated that your DLC will carry with you to all versions.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll be able to put Banjo and Kazooie and Conker right up there with Mario where they belong.
Oh my god! The first time we can do that is gonna be a requirement for that first podcast that everyone has to play a character from a different franchise that can't cross over. So we have to have one Nintendo guy. We have to have a rare one, a Microsoft character. Is there anything?
I'm not being Master Chief. Fuck that shit.
Well, Microsoft has a bunch of properties, not just Halo. I mean, that's the most notable. Somebody could be Cortana.
Left 4 Dead.
If she have her, let's say Left 4 Dead. That also kind of has a PC.
It would have been nice if PlayStation was in on this and getting the Jack and Daxter.
Or even to just play as Kratos or Zeus or Ares.
Yeah, the couple of recognizable people.
Hades.
They got a bunch of franchises, but not many recognizable characters.
Now, when asked about this,
am I wrong here? I feel like they don't have as many recognizable characters versus Microsoft.
No, but
they have a lot of their own things.
Plenty.
Hey, God of War. Most people just Kratos. All right, Jack and Daxter. Okay. Last of Us. I like those characters, but I don't think a lot of people remember much of them.
Infamous,
but that's also been kind of on a downside. Nobody remembers the third one.
Ian and Dark Ian.
The first one, the guy from the first game.
Yeah, Ian in the first one, and then Ian and Dark Ian in the second one.
But then versus like Microsoft, which has an ass ton of characters.
Master Chief,
Cortana.
Yeah, that's a lovely ass ton of characters you've listed there.
What I'm talking about. I'm trying to think. You got the Crackdown guys.
They're not in any skin pack.
They are.
Are they?
Crackdown's in here. Fuck you.
All the rare characters.
All the rare characters. Conker, Banjo, Kazooie.
But they would fall under Nintendo technically.
Nope. They fall under Rare actually.
They were originally released on Nintendo.
Well, I agree.
Yes, that's why it's going to be so great to be able to mix them again.
Yeah. We would need a rare guy, Microsoft, PC, and a Nintendo character.
So Master Chief running through the Hyrule Castle.
I want Master Chief with a laser sword running through, duking it out with Link.
You mean an energy sword?
Well, there won't be an energy sword in here.
It'll probably be a
There isn't a laser sword in here either.
That's true. I was thinking Smash Brothers.
There's a diamond sword.
That was the wrong direction, Shawn.
I remember take that away from you. It's because I grabbed it when I picked up the controller.
Can't take it away from me.
This is the most lethal looking bear ever. It's like, you want to fuck with me? Go on, Ken.
Do something, bitch.
I'm a dude from a game where they actually kill people, so what up?
Or was it? He hangs low. What is this?
I just like to watch
You
it
hang
happen,
low.
though.
I do. You know what? It's always a problem. Drags often.
Good luck with the scars.
When initially asked about it, Sony said it would not be a simple task and that it's a nearly impossible for cross-platform to happen. And now Microsoft is doing it with Nintendo.
Which just makes Sony look like assholes.
Yeah.
Microsoft was just doing it with PC, it'd be one thing, and then Sony said no. But if they can get Nintendo in on it, Nintendo's been the most wanting to play fair with other people, though.
Then, here's the fun part, though. Here's where it gets real bad. Microsoft points the finger at Sony. And for the longest time, it was just he said, she said bullshit. Now Nintendo's on board.
You better quit it. Talking all that shit. Sorry.
And Rocket League is coming to the Switch with cross-platform compatibility with the Xbox One as well. And Psyonix, the Rocket League dev, is now also pointing the finger at Sony. And so Sony comes out and they said, "Look, we have to make a responsibility. We have a responsibility to make sure that our users are safe, and we put them in a conference where other users that we can't control ruins that safety."
Safety from what, though?
To which Microsoft took great offense to, and they said it's ridiculous for them to imply that Minecraft is anything but a safe place.
Oh, they're talking about like
with the cross-platform with Microsoft.
Well, they're talking about like in a sense of the content safe, not like security safe.
Yeah, content or the interactions with other people.
Even with the crossplay, you can still set your server as a private server and only be able to bring people in through invites.
Plus, it's not like there's a huge chatting system.
Yeah, like, dude, I had it on PS3 and I couldn't even talk to anybody with my fucking headset with the game.
Listen, Sony's all about, family-friendly games with, like, God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted, and, they don't fucking want people messing around with, like, Master Chief and Mario, those degenerates.
They lost that argument of safety when Nintendo jumped on board.
Yeah.
Nobody is more family-friendly than Nintendo. And when Microsoft came back about that, they pretty much said we have a responsibility to our shareholders.
Yeah, we care about people and our gamers.
They pretty much just came out and said, look, we can't do it because our stockholders don't want it.
Yeah. Well, as a business, if they're
Which an understandable
if they're
point.
strong armed to that might kind of fuck them.
I mean, that's an understandable point. It, of course, ruins the image that they've been portraying for a long time about how they are gamers first. And that Microsoft is the evil corporation, when Microsoft has been doing nothing but pushing cross-platform for gamers, cutting out exclusivity for gamers so that everybody has access everywhere.
I like how the company says it's for gamers, is the ones who just made a bunch of electronics and then saw how well everybody else is doing and said, yeah, we should do that too. And the only reason they got into the game system is because a different developer made their console for them. Nintendo said, we decided we don't want to go this disc route, and that's why Sony got them. Sony would have never even jumped into the game if those developers hadn't created the original PlayStation. Yeah.
They made it out of spite.
They made it, but they bought it out of spite because Nintendo said no. And if that deal hadn't fallen through, Nintendo would own that property. We had never even had PlayStation. Mm-hmm. So Sony's gamers first. No, you guys fell ass backwards into something that eventually paid off for you 2 out of your 4 generations.
Now, I don't have a lot to say on Sony, so... Let's end.
Jerk. It was just Sony's conference was just a whole lot of trailers, which seemed good, but honestly, some of the break with the talking and description and details, I realized I kind of like it, because I was watching Sony, and I was just like, trailer, I'm like, alright, I'm not absorbing any of this, and all the trailers the 2 major flaws were, it was all trailers for things we knew about, so it kind of showed some new things, but not entirely. There was no descriptions for anything. And then they are probably the worst when it came to dating anything. All the stuff was early 2018.
90% of the things at the Sony conference this year at E3 were at Sony's conference last year at E3.
Yep.
Is it really?
God of War 4.
I felt like it. I didn't realize if it was like from that or from like their other stuff.
Absolutely 90% of it.
Yeah.
There was only 1 or 2 new things that were not there last year.
So they just showed new trailers for the continuing stuff.
They did. They did show new trailers and they showed more of what it was.
Yeah, the trailer.
But it was still the same shit.
Yeah, and they also didn't know live gameplay either.
That's not true. We had live gameplay for Spider-Man. And it was fantastic.
Was that live gameplay?
Insomniac Spider-Man.
It didn't look like it because it looked like it jumped at different
parts. Well.
They skip ahead a bunch.
Yeah,
well, they just played that at the end, so I thought the end was... I mean, it was showing gameplay. No, I mean,
they did gameplay we hadn't seen before, and it was amazing, and it does look to be
Are we sure it just was a gameplay trailer as opposed to... Because they just popped it in at the end. It was like the last 2 trailers they decided to show. So
it might not have been live gameplay.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think it was a live gameplay.
But it was still gameplay.
Oh, no, it was gameplay. Some of them showed some bits of
sort of like how last year we got the gameplay for God of War 4 during the Sony presser. This year we got a trailer.
Yeah, but that one had live gameplay, though, I think.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Which that did look good. But that Spider-Man game is the one thing I walked away
I just don't understand how, like... what a lot of people don't know about Greek mythology is when a god dies, it ascends to a higher plane and is still a god. Kratos technically killed himself. Whatever happened to him going to that higher plane and killing the gods again and literally rendering them to nothingness and becoming the ultimate god?
Spoilers, first off.
Nothing happens with that. You move on to Norse mythology in this one.
Well, they may explain that.
You're essentially trying to, but you're human again, which doesn't make any sense because like you literally walked off a cliff.
Well, I think the idea here
at the end of God of War 3. Sorry for spoilers, but
I think the idea here is because unlike the other gods, they were always gods. He was not always a god. He became a god.
Yeah.
So when he killed himself, he lost that status. He would have ascended to the normal plane instead of the godly plane, and the normal plane being human.
Huh?
Yeah. Now it's him trying to. Now it's essentially him trying to overthrow Valhalla.
Yeah, for whatever reason, apparently.
all at the same time, while keeping a sort of a Last of Us kind of feel and having to take that your son around with you.
Yeah, does it feel like too many games are trying to?
What if he's in a death realm the entire time?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, he's ascending through Valhalla because he is dead.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make sense. Wasn't his original child a girl?
Yeah, his original.
Right. I don't think it's his kid. I don't think it's actually his kid.
Well, I'm saying like there's no way this kid could be like a representation.
I think it's a kid. Well,
in terms of where the Greek belief system ended and the Norse belief system began, there's a large period of time in between.
Yeah.
So a lot of things could have happened. Like he could have,
we're
finally given up the whole
fact
that
chronically doing this.
One of those many whores he banged in the previous game showed up on his doorstep with like a basket. Here you go.
It's yours now.
Because it took 200 years to age for a year. So, just FYI, you got this for long term.
Daddy Kratos.
Took him a couple hundred years to grow that sick beard.
Yeah. He's always had that beard. You just couldn't tell from the white. He decided to dye it, go more gray.
I don't know. This is coming off pretty racist at this point.
I just love the whole fact that they kept the same voice actor.
Yes, it's fantastic.
I hope so. I mean, it hasn't been that much of a long period to risk losing them. It's not, it's not like Duke Nukem that was 15 years and you still managed to keep the same voice actor.
There's been a long enough period of downtime between Ascension and when 4 comes out.
Well, I mean, comparatively, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been a lot of longer franchises.
Comparatively, there have been a lot of other franchises that have kept.
You know what I'm actually surprised about? No Last of Us 2.
Yeah, that was surprisingly absent, as was Borderlands 3.
There's no... we wanted that, but there was no guarantee, and Gearbox never said that they were ready to show anything off.
And that is what... and that still makes it absent, and it bothers them.
I know, but there was no promise that... There was no reason to expect that. We just wanted that. Like, Last of Us 2 was already showcased.
I feel like with Last of Us 2, they're trying to keep a lot of it under wraps until they're closer to launching. Because I feel like that would be like the smart move.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of theories going about what the game's about, and I think they're maybe risking if they just show too much, people will start developing more theories.
And just like with the God of War games, they're doing full motion capture for everything, so it's going to take a long period of time to get it all done.
Yeah, we did that with the first one. They had a pretty decent turnaround time for it. The first one was all motion captured.
Yeah, the turnaround time wasn't bad. Oh, she fell out of the case.
She's in creative mode. I should have switched her into adventure right now.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things going on with it.
All the way back up.
Totally missed.
I got you.
I have to go all the way back up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a train.
Yeah, never mind. I'll just get on here.
No, double tap A and you can fly. Like quick taps.
Real quick. There you go.
And then you hold in A to ascend.
No, just hold A. You'll fly up.
Yeah, I'm still extremely excited for Last of Us 2. It's gonna be very good.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping.
I
It's
loved
good,
the first one,
but I'm afraid of getting my expectations too high because I feel like I may spoil a
You're
good
still
game.
using that janked up thing?
It hasn't broken yet. The other one's as my backup. I'm waiting till this one breaks. I don't want to get my hopes too high and all that stuff because not that I think they'll do a bad job. I feel like I may end up disappointing the game a bit with putting too high of expectations, and it'll turn out to be a great game, but you kind of had a bigger hype for it. Honestly, I'm fine with just more of. They don't need to reinvent the wheel in my book. Like I just want to see more of that story. Like I felt the gameplay, controls, and everything was great. I just want to see more. Where else is this going? I don't need them to reinvent the wheel for it. DLC for Destiny 2 will be out ahead for PlayStation, Xbox. Xbox not getting it until next year.
Yeah.
Any DLC content. It looks like they're doing the same expansion pass crap again too.
It's not going to be any DLC.
It was a good cash grab.
It's the exclusive stuff. They signed another exclusive deal, 2-year exclusive deal, just like they did with Destiny 1.
Yeah, but they also released the DLC earlier on PlayStation.
A couple weeks early.
Well, they said nothing on Microsoft's coming out until 2018.
Nah, that's the.
I mean, it's not a surprising thing to do.
It's the exclusive the exclusive thing. You know, like they're getting an exclusive strike, and that won't hit Xbox until like a year or two later. But so every expansion again will have exclusive stuff for Destiny 2 on PlayStation, despite the fact that only 10% of Destiny's player base is on PlayStation.
It must be more than that if they're still signing PlayStation exclusive deals.
No.
Why would you not? Why would you keep signing deals?
Sony likes to write checks.
That's true.
Yep.
They're trying to build up that exclusivity, and they keep banging out and people keep like knocking on Microsoft about you don't have as much stuff on Sony. This and like Sony has more exclusive stuff, but most of that stuff people don't care much about. Because they got a lot of like JRPG style games, which are not big here.
The people do care about. It's because they're shelling out money for it, and people got mad at Microsoft for shelling out money and buying up exclusives, so they stopped doing it. And now with Sony's doing it, they're like, "Oh, praise Sony."
I think Microsoft showed that they definitely have a shit ton of stuff ready to come out.
So I do have more to say on Destiny, and I do have more to say on Sony.
I said we say Microsoft last because they were the best.
Can't.
Yes, no.
I can't say any of that stuff without mentioning the Xbox One X.
Well, here's the thing. Do we want to move Microsoft last and go through the other conferences first instead of the biggest?
Well, I did have something that I wanted to talk about with Destiny 2.
I thought you said you had Destiny 2.
I do too.
Well, there's something that I want to talk about it. Not like it's nothing crazy. It's just the developers don't explain what the hell the darkness is.
They don't explain in Destiny 2. It's not going to be in Destiny 2.
The story's going to be the story for Destiny 2 is going to be in the game, not in the Grimoire cards.
Thank God, because that was the dumbest shit ever.
I loved getting that.
That was a misstep.
It was almost like going around in Batman Arkham Asylum and finding the Chronicles of Arkham.
It was way more complicated than that.
Yeah, but
and also Batman.
It was a way to keep you engaged in playing the game to unfold
that was a
more
side
of the
story. You
but
got
very
there.
few people use the
Yeah.
Grimoire cards.
Yeah. Look at collectible, Sony's got the rarities on there, like Xbox. I can tell you right now how many people do, like, you can't put too much important stuff into the side quest stuff, because I can look at the collectibles on any game and see how few people who played the game actually even bother to go down that route. So you shouldn't put, like, a major plot point or major story arc stuff into that. Batman, I guarantee you a lot of people didn't do that. I did 100% every single Batman.
Yeah.
But I loved it, and I loved that lore.
That's
but it was
what
a
I did
side
with
quest. It was a
Asylum.
side story.
Totally completed.
Yeah, I got every collectible in all 4 Batman games. I did every Riddler trophy, everything to
actually,
it. I loved it.
I'm working on collecting the rest of the Riddler trophies and shit for Arkham Knight to get the full Nightfall ending.
The full Nightfire ending was awesome.
Yeah,
So it is absolutely worth it.
The one that I got was he landed in front of the mansion with the Batmobile, got out, walked in, and as he walked in...
you finished the story first?
Yeah,
I have not finished the story, so I'm gonna...
You still haven't finished it?
I'm lazy as fuck.
Says the guy who's 300-something games that everyone keeps yawning about. I keep buying and playing 2 years later.
So then I'll prevent spoilers.
Who are you?
I'm going to prevent spoilers and just use hand signs to Shawn,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It just, after that, it just threw me back into Gotham, and it was like
it
literally was like complete everything to get the true Nightfall ending.
Yeah, which I love. I love a game that I can go back afterwards and keep doing stuff
to get the true ending.
To get true endings or finish collectibles and stuff.
So you mean not Breath of the Wild?
That's true. But so far, nobody I know has finished Breath of the Wild.
I know somebody.
That's nice, but none of the people
you can do it right out the gate.
Yeah.
Ganon is super easy.
But it's not fun. Well, I don't need to do 100% collectibles, but I just mean by I like having the option of because I'm an achievement hunter, so
whore.
I like going back.
The proper term is whore.
Yeah, my 150,000 gamer score can tell you to suck a fat one.
There's only one. I'll call you a whore.
I don't give a shit. I will blow those Xbox points left and right.
Experience.
He's very good at blowing Xbox.
There's only one person on my Xbox list that has a higher gamer score.
Ray Narvaez Jr.
Yeah, brown man, Ray Narvaez.
I only have.
And honestly, that's not even fair. I don't think I should even count. I even checked the measurement to see, because you can look on the Xbox achievements and see as to how many achievements and points you've gotten within this month period and compared to other people and where you rank on that. I'm always silver. Only at the beginning of the month will I be gold. But I maintain I'll be silver so that I earn more achievements on average than everybody else.
If I didn't have a job,
Ray streams twice a week completing games.
He would. I can't keep up with him.
If I didn't have a job, I could do that.
Yeah.
So if anyone would like to donate money by pressing the donate button, that doesn't exist yet.
Still doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and set up a Patreon when we get home. When we get done. Yeah, fuck it.
Who out of your 13 subscribers is going to donate?
Correction,
28.
33.
Oh,
33. Where are you guys?
Nice.
33. And we're almost at 2,000 views.
Nice.
So, fuck it.
So, really quick, just thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Mainly you.
What was your other Destiny news? I don't know. Do you guys think we should just go by conference to conference?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to go by the other Destiny thing, the reference here is Destiny 2 will be running at 4K and 30 frames per second on the Xbox One X, which is
really only 30 with 4K,
which is the equaling out to the PS Pro. And the news and the going around and everybody's stating that they are being forced to do this as part of their marketing deal with Sony. They deny it. That they're stating just parity between the two systems.
But Microsoft themselves came out and said that the Xbox One X isn't meant to compete with the PS Pro. That the Xbox One S was meant to compete with the PS Pro.
Yes, that's Microsoft did say that. Microsoft also said that the individual developers have the right to decide what their frame rate can be on their consoles. Yeah, they're not going to force anybody to do anything.
They're the company making the console. They can make it however they want.
But the Xbox One X could do it at 60 frames per second, and it's not. And a lot of people are saying that Sony is behind it.
That squirrel's getting a good sniff.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's shady and it's shitty, but it makes sense on a if you're making deals, you gotta cover that basis. You don't want to allow edges. The whole point of making the deals is to prevent your rivals from getting edges out.
When Sony denied it as well. They said, no, we're not paying that. They're like, the developer chose to do that because he goes, the developers, they're not really going to develop for the Xbox One X like that because they're going to want to aim for the lowest common denominator.
Says who?
That was what Sony said. It was literally what Sony said.
Well, they'd have to develop it now.
Sony's using a lot of terms they haven't used in the past. Lowest common denominator.
Yeah. So part of the problem for it now
gamers is don't care about 60 frames per second. That was the funnest thing I ever heard. Had they been to Reddit, that's all they care about is 60 frames per second.
That's why people are slowly moving over to PC because they can get games at 60 FPS.
I don't know if I even played a game at 60 FPS yet. Aside from my early demo builds.
Now, before we do move on to the Microsoft one, one more thing.
Do we want to do Microsoft last because of the biggest?
Yeah, we can do Microsoft last, but I do have one more thing to say.
Because I do want to do Ubisoft and Sony.
Yeah, do one more thing to say is when they did announce the Xbox One X, the internet went all, oh wow, this is really its most powerful gaming console.
What the hell was that?
TrumpDonald.org.
Oh gosh. You were saying, Kay.
Alright.
Sorry.
They're like, this is the most powerful game you can get, and it's amazing, and all the news articles were going, it's so powerful, you should just go out and build a PC. They're like, yeah, the Xbox One X makes you should just buy PC. Just build yourself a PC. And then it's a week later now, and all the news articles are going up saying online, the internet struggles to build a PC as powerful as the Xbox One X for the same price.
Nice. Yeah, for the price point, it makes sense. Like, yes, PC will be better. PC requires more maintenance, frequent updates, and a lot of money to do. Like, yes, it is superior, but it's also a way bigger investment that a lot of people don't want to do, don't have the money to do, or even if they had the money, they don't. A lot of people don't have the know-how to know exactly what they need to upgrade stuff. So they're kind of at the mercy of whatever somebody tells them. They hope it's right. And not all gamers should be expected to be, that knowledgeable.
And to show how apparently easy this is, Grinding Gear Games, people behind Path of Exile, who will be releasing Path of Exile on Xbox One this year.
Path of Exile? Mm-hmm. I used to play that shit.
Yep, coming to Xbox One this year. They announced that within 2 hours of receiving the Xbox One X dev kit, they had Path of Exile running up at 60 frames per second to 4K.
Wow.
Within 2 hours.
Within 2 hours.
Nice.
That's nuts.
So they just didn't waste time with it. So it should be interesting to see it. I will be happy. I'm not jumping on to the new system yet, and we'll get to that.
Okay, we'll round off with that.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good ending point for it. We did EA last week, so I don't think we have to worry about that. What was Nintendo stuff? I missed Nintendo's. The only thing I remember I saw separately from Nintendo's was that new Mario Odyssey trailer, which did look fucking awesome. No one?
Sorry, I'm looking up a games list for
And let's
Nintendo
not forget,
E3.
I mean, I didn't see the Mario Odyssey.
It looked cool. You can use your hat to possess things.
I did see that it has been the largest meme to grow from E3.
Is it the T-Rex?
The Mario hat.
They're just putting Mario hat on everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, because you could. And here, people made it the point.
Some of them have been not safe for work.
Someone I follow on Twitter was tweeted out like, greatest ending for Mario Odyssey would be Mario throws his hat on. Mario and Bowser throw hats at each other, and you play as Bowser and fight Mario.
Yeah, oh man, that'd be cool. That would be a really interesting twist.
For Nintendo, they announced Rocket League on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, yes, Metroid Prime 4 was a huge announcement.
And a Kirby game.
Which everybody was so happy. So, like, the internet went wild. And then, of course, a couple days later, they went, oh, it's not made by Retro Studios.
Yeah, not made by the same studio.
It's going to be in-house, so we'll see how well that goes.
It's a hit or miss.
It's going to be hit or miss because they have not been treating their own franchises as well as everyone else has.
Here's the thing. Them using outside studios is still a relatively new thing, and it really has only happened on few IPs.
Yes, but outside studios have been treating their IPs better than they have.
Yeah. They also announced Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Holiday 2017.
I thought that was already... Oh, they dated it.
Yeah, they dated it and they showed some footage.
I know they already announced
They also announced that there will not be, just like the previous ones, we will not have any other languages other than English in the U.S. release.
I don't really care about playing things.
I liked having the Japanese voices with the English subs.
Why?
Because it's
English subs.
They did that with the very first Xenoblade game, and they haven't done it since.
They also announced a Kirby game for 2018.
Yes, they did. That's interesting.
I haven't played a Kirby game, but I always wanted to.
Like a single one?
No, I don't think I've played a single one.
Oh my god, dude.
Your
life literally now has zero meaning.
Oh, no, I played Kirby's Epic Yarn.
What? That's not even a real Kirby game.
I know, but it was fun.
I mean, it's okay. It's enjoyable, but like,
fun.
It's no Kirby 64.
Yeah, I have played
Kirby 64 was my favorite.
My entire childhood because I only had 2 games on my Game Boy.
Dreamland.
Yeah, I had 2 games on my Game Boy. I had Arkanoids, and then I had
Can't see Austin
Kirby's Dreamland.
Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland.
Nightmare in Dreamland. That one was great.
And I played the fuck out of it.
They also announced a Pokemon RPG coming to Switch.
Which we're spilled the seed over right now.
There is... Actually, they've been wording it so that they've been saying a Pokemon RPG, and then I'll say another one said, all Pokemon are RPGs. The real thing that we're listening to is they actually said a core Pokemon game.
big debate.
Which means it's going to be one of the standard series. The belief system is stars.
It's not going to be...
It's still part of the Kennedy
It's not going to be like Dungeon Squad or anything like that.
Yeah.
Brad told me that he said the big trending theories on it now is
Pokemon Stars.
Well, that it's what Stars the code names for, but it's either going to be a new Series
Diamond
1
Pearl Platinum.
or the Diamond Pearl Platinum remakes will be remade new
on the
Switch.
I got it.
Which would make it still a core game.
I hope not. I want Stars.
But I feel like...
What do you know what Stars is? You just want Stars.
Yeah, they do. It
would essentially be the Platinum to Sun and Moon.
Yes. Yeah.
See, it's just, people are just guessing.
It'd be the green to red and blue.
Yeah, I know, but they kind of stopped
the yellow.
Yeah, but they
to
stopped.
My balls.
Well, here's the thing, guys. They stopped
the
doing
blue
that.
to your balls.
Everybody forget they stopped that with Black and White?
And they needed to bring it back.
What, they did Black 2, White 2.
That was a whole different game now. It wasn't a third continuation.
Well, what are they going to do? Gray? With Black and White,
Yeah.
there wasn't a third
They went to a new
Legendary in
series,
Black
and then they got to X and Y. There was no Z.
But there was no third Legendary in Black and White.
What do you mean?
There was only Reshiram and Zekrom.
The one that did for Black and White 2, Curry something.
Kyurem?
Kyurem. They use him as a... There's so many legendaries in every generation now. You could pick any of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did do Kyurem.
There is no more, like, just three legendaries now.
But there was supposed to be a Z. There was supposed to be
a
Pokemon Z.
That's Zygarde.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had Zygarde, and they still didn't do it.
Well, here's the thing with Kyurem. There were two different forms of him. There was regular Kyurem in Black White, and then there was Kyurem White in Black 2 White 2.
But I'm willing to bet you they only designed that when they decided to do the Black 2 White 2.
Probably.
The original design, I'm betting you, was not initially intended to have two.
Yeah, there's...
It was cool, but you could tell, I think at this point, we're 3 generations since and still haven't seen a third wave Pokemon. I think we're past the likelihood of them doing a third collective.
Well, remember how long it took for them to actually start doing
Sun
that,
and Moon.
though?
They're doing the new Sun and Moon thing. What do you mean? They did that in the first generation.
I mean, since then it took a while because they did Gold, Silver,
Crystal,
Ruby, Sapphire.
And Emerald.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did have.
Yeah. And then Diamond, Pearl, and
Platinum. Oh, maybe we'll get an Emerald remake.
That would be cool.
I would like to see new, but they're also doing Sun and Moon. What's that new edition called now?
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Exactly. They're not doing a third one. That's why I don't think they're going to do a third.
I think it's
one.
the stupidest. Oh wait, they're sequels. They're sequels. All right, I thought they were.
We don't know.
It's essentially Black 2 White 2.
No, but that's what people are assuming. But they haven't actually said anything that says that. It could be Black or White 2, or it could be something.
A whole new.
Well, that would be a new continuation, or it could be the equivalent of a third game. We don't know yet. They haven't officially said. The likelihood would say it's more like Black 2 White 2.
Yeah, well, they already announced an essentially Black 2 White 2 and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
That's what I mean.
This I feel like it's
going. I'm saying that's what we're not sure what that Ultra one is yet.
I'm honestly kind of hoping that it's going to be like a whole separate series of games.
It's a whole new set of islands.
Yeah, like a whole new set of shit. But then that would probably mean they would have to make a whole new gen of Pokemon. Because that's usually what they tend to do.
No, Black 2 White 2 didn't make new.
Well, that was because it was a continuation from Black and White.
That's right.
But if they're making a whole new set of games strictly for the Switch, they're probably going to make a new gen of Pokemon.
I don't even need a new gen. Give me, I guess, whatever would be the equivalent of Star, because that's what everyone's hoping for. No, give me Pokemon Uranus. Fuck this shit.
Pokemon Uranium.
Oh, there was that too. Pokemon, Comet.
Actually, they renamed that planet in 2028.
Yeah.
To end
It's
that
Jurectum.
Jurectum now.
What's also, it's not Uranus, it's Uranus. I had a teacher who drilled that into us. It is Uranus, it is not Uranus.
Would grill the fuck out of you for it.
Yeah, all the time. You were not allowed. But also back in those days, Pluto was still a planet, so I mean.
Yeah. I had a teacher that was like
I don't even want a new generation. Give me a Switch game that's like a big 3D world thing, so still better than all the other ones. And give me as many fucking Pokemon as possible to catch in that game. I would kill for a Pokemon game that could catch every Pokemon in.
Even better, give us more features for it.
I don't even want new features. I feel like it's too many features now.
Be able to link up with somebody and do everything that Stadium had to offer.
Oh, you're
like play the games, run as like a tag team, and do cups. Like that would be fucking sick. It would essentially be like co-oping Battle Frontier.
Plot twist. It's not a game at all. It's a mod for Minecraft.
There is Pixelmon. That would be amazing.
I know. I'm talking about an official one.
That would be amazing. That's a very rudimentary game, but that's still freaking awesome. Dude, there's one thing, man. You think they'll ever bring mods to Minecraft on consoles? Bethesda's the one pushing it. Well, I feel like Rockstar might be the next one. I think that Rockstar will allow mods.
Well, they're bringing the marketplace.
For what?
For for the Minecraft Marketplace. That currently exists on the PC. It's coming
I saw that. So essentially, they are doing mods. But I mean, that's what ones will they approve? Like, will they approve Pixelmon?
There's a
well, it can. It's a license.
handful of other things that Nintendo announced during E3. They announced a new Yoshi game in 2018. Mm-hmm. Breath of the Wild's first DLC.
That was cool.
With Amiibo.
Yeah, with Amiibo.
They're still doing Amiibos?
Well, the second larger expansion is called the Champions Ballad, and will feature the 4 champions of Hyrule getting their own Amiibos.
Amiibo is plural.
Amiibos.
Amiibi.
This is my Ubisoft, you bastard.
Ubisoft.
Yo, Amiibi.
Amiibos.
Right. No, it's Amiibi.
No, fuck that. I'm getting him back for constantly saying
Fuck you, it's Ubisoft.
Wrong. It's not Ubisoft.
Fuck you.
Look, I have
all 3 of you bastards keep doing this, and all of you acknowledge you know I'm right.
Look, okay. Ubisoft has not come out and officially said it yet.
They have. They have multiple times. I've seen a thing where it quoted them from saying it.
Kay's gonna agree with me. I haven't heard it, so it doesn't exist.
That's right. That's right. Whereas Nintendo has repeatedly made sure that they actually said we went through the naming process on this to make sure we didn't want any confusion. So it is plural for itself.
Yep.
Amiibos. That's nice. Anyway, you were saying what else got released?
Amiibo.
Amiibo.
Ubisoft.
Oh, that'd be cool.
There's also a Metroid game coming to 3DS called Metroid Samus Returns.
We're doing 2 Metroids?
Yeah, Metroid
It's actually
Prime 4
Metroid 2. It's a remake of Metroid 2.
Yeah, it's a Metroid 2 remake, yeah.
Cool.
And yes, that's right. Ubisoft showed off their...
kick your ass. Gotta kick your ass.
Their Mario Rabbids crossover.
That was
the dude, the head dev on that game was in fucking tears because of how proud he was watching that fucking trailer. It was
they called him out too, which you don't usually see happen.
And that's
in the audience. That was cool.
And then let's not forget XCOM called him out because the gameplay for that is taken straight from XCOM.
Yeah.
And he was like, they did great with that style, and he's like, we're so excited for the game.
You jump on guys and have them throw you? Yeah. I thought that was a unique, very Mario-esque thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, like it's
the square. What is it? It's tactical. RPG.
But they essentially use the engine and play style from it.
Well, Chroma Squad's like that, where you can run up to a player, another person on your team, and they can actually launch you further across the map.
Oh, yeah, but that happened in the TV show too.
I think the game looks amazing. I will never play it. I can't get into those tactical RPGs. Like, I respect XCOM, what it is, and I even own the first one.
I'm not gonna lie though.
You haven't played Band of Bugs?
No.
When I first booted up XCOM, I did not expect it to be a tactical RPG.
You know.
I never saw anything on it.
No.
Well, I'm saying if you want an XCOM that's not a tactical RPG, there's only the Bureau.
The Bureau is a tactical RPG.
Is it? That was a third-person shooter.
It was supposed to be a first-person shooter. It was supposed to be very Bioshock X, and then it
became a tactical RPG.
Completely disappeared off the face of the earth for 3 years and came back as a tactical RPG.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed and disappointed. I still have
such a fucking cock
I still have the trailers from the original E3 showing on my 360, showing it as a third-person shooter, and I watch them every now and then to make myself cry.
Just to remind yourself.
I thought the reason it didn't do well is because people wanted it to be a tactical, and it came out as a shooter instead.
I think that's what it was.
No, they wanted it to be a tactical, and when they showed it off as a shooter, people were upset because they wanted XCOM to come back so bad in full XCOM form. But they didn't understand that another studio was doing XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Yeah.
As a tactical. They didn't know that at the time, so they got backlash for it, and then so they changed it over. But if they'd known about Enemy Unknown at first and how good that was, we might have gotten the third-person shooter, the first-person shooter we deserved.
Not the one we got.
And a couple other things they talked about was during E3 week they had a Splatoon 2 Pokémon and Arms tournaments on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And they also gave you a story trailer for Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yes.
I love me some Fire Emblem, so that's always good to see some shots of what could be happening.
Again, Shawn doesn't like tactical RPGs.
Yeah.
No, afraid not.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them, but like there are certain ones that I do like to play.
Like that's my biggest fear.
Tactics Ogre was a good one.
So I'm going to shift this over into our next thing.
Tactics Ogre is great because you could play 2-player in that.
Exactly.
You
That's
could take
what made
your
it so
team
good.
and then other people for your team and put them up against another player.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use this as a segue also into the next conference, which was in Ubisoft. That's my biggest...
Oh, Ubisoft?
I'm going to slap you. That's actually my biggest concern with the new South Park game, is because it looks like it plays more, not nearly as the degree of Mario and Rabbids or XCOM, but it looks more like a tactical RPG rather than just traditional RPG. And I really love the first one. I'm really excited for this new one.
It was also delayed.
I don't really like the gameplay.
It was also delayed 3 times before they finally gave it an official release date.
Which is what, like February?
It was supposed to be like 2 weeks after. It was supposed to be 2 weeks after E3. Got pushed to November, pushed to December, and then dropped back to October 17th.
I don't think it was ever ready to be 2 weeks after E3. I think that was
because they were saying summer 2017 when they first announced it last year.
Yes, but as a parent from Rockstar Studios' original release of Grand Theft Auto 5, summer and spring are all the way in January.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere between January and December.
Yeah. But that's the one thing I'm like really kind of worried about. Is I love it. I really like this new storyline going with it, but I'm concerned it's the more tactical approach to it is going to kind of lose me for it.
Nah.
And I really enjoyed the kind of like base RPG style to it, which actually made it kind of fun.
Well, if you remember when they were doing their thing, when they were having their last year, Trey Parker and Matt Stone said by the time they got to the end of the development of Stick of Truth, they really knew how to make a game.
Yeah.
So
that's why they were willing to do it.
They had said there was a lot of stuff that they wanted to do with Stick of Truth that they weren't able to at first because they didn't know a lot. And then when they got towards the end, they're like, oh, well, now we have to make another game because now we know all this shit. Like, there's no way we just stop with this one.
So I thought it was really neat. But I'm really concerned. Like I said, I really want to play it. But I have to say, I think Ubisoft definitely probably opened and closed the best. Like opening up with that Mario game and having Shigeru Miyamoto come out. Yeah. And it was just... And then I always forget the name of Ubisoft's president, but that dude's another... They're 2 older dudes that are just like all about like fun and creativity. So seeing to chill them up there was like watching 2 grown children with little guns against each other, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And these are guys who actually enjoy what they're doing. And then it ended on the one thing they said they weren't bringing, that I've been super psyched for, was Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yes.
Which is a completely different... It technically is not the one we've been waiting for.
The owner of Ubisoft
that's
is
pretty much
Yves Guillemot.
Was that the guy who was on stage then?
Oh, they don't have a picture of him here.
Reggie fills the aim.
Reggie!
But, I mean, secondly, the one that you and I... Because you played the original one back in the day, right? This is technically the one we wanted, or waiting for. That's been canceled. There's no sequel.
Yeah, what we wanted was Beyond Good and Evil 2 with Jade and all back
and what happens to Paige next.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a prequel, which I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Also, the amount of raunchiness from this one, I didn't expect.
And it's apparently going to be big open world areas.
Which I also didn't. Well, that I could see. That seems like the style. It looks like they're just expanding it. I'm happy. That really raunchy monkey, though, was freaking hilarious.
Raunchy monkey.
Did you see that trailer for it?
No.
There's a monkey with like a metal fist glove that he can like extend to grab stuff.
Oh shit!
And he's just dropping F-bombs left and right and stuff like that. It was really funny. Like it's a lot more mature than the original Beyond Good and Evil is, which is kind of like a funny change. But I thought that one actually looked really, really good. I'm excited for it. I just signed up for beta access test and everything, or it might be alpha test. I signed on to the page thing for it.
I signed up to be notified when physical copies of Undertale for PS4 go on pre-order.
Are they doing that?
Yes.
Is it just on the PS4, or are they doing ports for both consoles?
All I know so far is PS4.
Ah.
But there's a collector's edition that comes with a pendant. So
I signed up, of course, for the Absolver beta, which I have been
to remind me to do that.
Playing all week.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's already out.
Isn't it not called Absolver anymore?
No, it's still called Absolver.
Wait, which game am I thinking? Which one's Absolver?
I thought it was Phantom Whale now, wasn't it? Something like that.
No. Oh, Phantom Whale? Phantom Whale was the leaked game that supposedly From Software was going to announce that was an Absolver ripoff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which did not happen. They didn't show it E3.
Never mind. Absolver's not the game I was thinking of. So, never mind. That's more of your brutal RPG shit-face things.
Yeah, whatever.
Shit-face. Fuck you.
I'm not a Dark Souls fan.
I have noticed.
Yep. So before we move on to Xbox...
Well, there's still more Ubisoft.
Is
Skull and Bones? Signed up for that beta, too. I tell you now, that's going to destroy Sea of Thieves.
I'm
because maybe Sea of Thieves to go, well, people really like the sea part of Assassin's Creed and all, so we're going to do like our different version of that, but that's mostly what it's about. And then now Ubisoft says, hey, you remember how you love that part, the ship stuff from Assassin's 4? Here's a whole game focused on that type of thing, and I looked at it and go, that's what I really
And it's
wanted.
on a much larger scale, too.
And a bigger scale, and it's more ship battles.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's going to be like you're going to have your own ship and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've been playing Sea of Thieves.
Where Sea of Thieves to me is more because it's more cooperating. Like, you can't run the ship by yourself.
No, but it makes it an annoying shit to do.
Yeah,
because it makes it good. That's a party game. That's a friend game. That's where you get your people you know up, and you're like, yeah, let's go back. I
remember one of you two brought it up, and I was like, oh, it's essentially like Guns of Icarus on Steam, which is a game where you have an airship and you battle other airships, but you have to have multiple people on your airship running different systems. Like one person's a pilot, another person's an engineer, another person's a gunner.
We have games like that. Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time.
Guns of Icarus has been out for like 10 years. Yes, but this is the same
thing, except with pirates, and that makes it better, because you can get drunk and sink your ship.
Guns of Icarus, you're essentially sky pirates.
Yeah. Sounds better than Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. I mean, it sounds less...
Game. Lovers is fun.
Fruity.
I will not lie. Yeah, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time is really fun.
Lovers in Space... Yeah, it is a great game.
Well, I don't know. I've been trying it out because I'm in the pre-alpha testing for Sea of Thieves. And it's neat. It's just everything's very... I know it's an early thing, but everything's kind of like bare bones in the sense of like what you can do. Well, right now, there's no tutorial explanation or anything. So
beta is...
Well, I know, but it's like... My concern is
how much I want to get and try this game before it's out and see what it's like, you know, and really test it out and help them build it. But it's like they're still making it.
No,
right?
No. I'm saying that, but like the things that are in it's kind of like, well, like how much I want to see.
It's things that you look at and you're
the progression at. Like I'm hoping they do more. I've been in betas and alphas where the final product is only is more like polish and some different things, and you still got like the majority of what the gameplay was like. Like, you can go to the islands and do the shovel thing, which is kind of... You know, digging up treasure. They made it look really nice in the trailer, but it was like, that's a bitch to track the map down. Or figure out how the maps work. Because at least that way they walked you through the things. The alpha tells you nothing. But trying to find stuff is hard. And then there's fucking skeleton zombie things that pop up all the time. Oh my god, they never fucking end. There's always just like one after another, and your weapons are not great.
Well, let me tell you something. Those betas you play where it's almost... You know, the final version's like already pretty polished, and the same thing in the beta. Those betas come out like a month before the game, or two before the game's released.
So I know the difference.
That's like stress testing and everything. You're in an alpha. That game's a year, maybe two away.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping to do.
That.
Listen,
you should be active on the forums going, this is what I don't like. This is what I do like. Let's add up on more on this shit. You're a shitty tester.
No, I am a good tester. I'm saying though, but like what I went in hoping for...
Do you give feedback about your testing?
I do. I admit I haven't done as much on this one as I need to.
You need to step your game up.
I do. I also don't do nearly as many of the testing because they do like weekly testings and all, and I don't do every week. Yeah. Because depending on when it's going on, it depends on if I have other activities for the studio or other stuff going on. So I do need more feedback, but what I was looking for was something different, and it's still kind of that assassin thing. Now I see Skull and Bones, I go... Well, actually, that's actually what I fucking want. I want that.
I want that.
I want that. I signed up for them too.
You should just go on. You should
have both of them be.
You should just go on
alpha testing.
You should just find a forum where the people that made Sea of Thieves give feedback, and you should go. You should just make Skull and Bones.
I mean, this thing. I mean,
make this game more like this other game.
I know where Kay's going with that, but as I've been playing it, I'm like, I'm liking this less and less. I kind of just want to operate my ship, which is what I liked in Assassins. Yeah. So I think it'll come down to a little bit of game preference. But I feel like Skull and Bones now just hurts Sea of Thieves because originally when they put it out there, that's what a lot of people were looking for, and that's who they were kind of marketing a bit to. You're right, Kay. It's definitely a more team-based game. But they were kind of counting on the, you did like the sea stuff from Assassins and all, so here's more sea and pirate stuff, so you guys can like it. But now I think anybody that wanted the Assassin's Creed stuff are now not going to go to Sea of Thieves.
Definitely not. Now that Skull and Bones is out like that.
Yeah, and I mean that looked really nice and stuff. So I'm hoping, see if these kind of steps it up. Like I said, it's just very.
Honestly, I'm kind of hoping that you'll see a good competition between the two. Because they both seem like they're really good games.
Really?
There's just minor differences between the two. And sorry, Sean and I were just rapid firing middle fingers into nowhere.
There's big differences between those.
Well, yeah, but like it's the same concept on both sides. It's just each of them have different ways to go.
I think I'm shattering Kay's hopes and dreams because I think he's really hoping Sea of Thieves becomes awesome.
Oh no, it's gonna be awesome. I know.
He knows it is.
I'm just checking on it.
He doesn't need your shit.
Yeah. Is there anything else that was Ubisoft? I thought Ubisoft had a few good things. I'm trying to remember. Assassin's Creed got revealed. Though they did the shittiest display thing for that.
Yes, although I do have to say I watched.
You're not putting your shoe on my Pokemon pillow, are you? Thank you.
I watched
and now it's on my course.
Jack and Jeremy from Achievement Hunter. Every Thursday, Achievement Hunter does a video on the Ubisoft US channel.
Okay.
And the Thursday that just passed, they did Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, really?
They played it at E3. They played essentially the alpha for it.
I got to play Black Flag earlier at their conference, actually.
It plays really well. Like, as you're going along, instead of... I mean, you can still hit the towers and do the eagle eye thing, but you have an actual eagle that flies above you that you can take control of and scout out areas.
So now it feels more tactical.
It's a better way to figure out what's what in an area before you go into it.
So does that mean there's no regular eagle vision? Because honestly, that was
there
great
still is. You can still go up to like the towers and like scope everything out from up there, but like they still have the eagle vision as well.
Okay.
But a better way to scope...
I mean, I want to see people through walls.
Yeah, like a better way to scope out an area instead of going in and trying to find the highest point and getting all the way the fuck up there without having to fight anybody. Before you even get anywhere near the town, you can just send your fucking eagle out. And like, yo, check this shit out, dude. And you control the eagle, fly around, tag stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool. The gameplay is really good. The one thing that I did really enjoy from it was they were scouting out an area with an eagle, and they found a couple of crocodiles. Yeah. And one of them
added crocodiles in the trailer with hippos and lions.
Even better, one of the crocs in this went fucking apeshit, ran up on the land, came around a ridge, and back up towards a dude who wound up having to jump in the water near 2 more crocodiles.
They went raptor on him?
The crocodile literally came, like, you could see the guy was, like, yelling. And he's facing towards the crocs. And one of the crocs literally just, I guess, had the mindset of, like, fuck this guy. And just, like, launched out of the fucking water onto the beach and then came around this ridge around a tree and just, like, hit the guy. And the guy took off and wound up falling in the water.
What? I think Cave wants to move on to Microsoft. I think he's been waiting.
This is why we can't have anything.
I was listening to you guys. I just didn't have any input.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins looks really good. I'm definitely looking forward to it, that's for sure.
I don't have any input on what's being talked about.
Assassin's Creed Origins?
Mm-hmm. You know, like Assassins?
I haven't really played Assassin's Creed in a long time.
Syndicate, I'm determined to have Syndicate 100% done before this new one comes out. I'm always a game behind when the new Assassins releases. I had Syndicate and all the DLC, I just have not popped it in. Because I took a break from Assassins, because I like blitz played a bunch of the Assassins back to back to catch up to Syndicate. And then I took a break from it and just never picked it back up. And now I got to try Watch Dogs finally recently. And I'm actually really enjoying the first Watch Dogs, which makes me want the second Watch Dogs because I know that one's even better. Alright, Kay, where do you want to go from here, buddy?
Well, before we move on to Microsoft, I want to point out that Gearbox, just last week, has made Battleborn's multiplayer.
Oh, what? Sorry, Sean's making fucking annoying noises.
Yeah, that's right.
And that bird bouncy thing.
Gearbox has made Battleborn's competitive multiplayer free to play.
Nice.
I thought we mentioned that last time.
No,
we were trying to get Rat on board.
Yeah, we talked about it.
You should get on board too.
But we didn't mention it on the podcast.
Xbox.
It is.
Don't fucking tell me what to do.
It's they're calling it a trial, but it's fully free, and just like any other MOBA. Yeah, it'll cycle characters that you don't own.
Yeah.
To try free play every month.
Like with Smite.
Yep. The only thing that you won't be able to play is the story mode.
Okay.
If you want to play the story mode, you'll have to buy it.
Is there a whole lot of story with it?
The story mode? Yeah, it's cool.
Do you have to play a story mode as like a different character for anything, or just one time?
There are some story mode stuff that you'll have to do to unlock special skins for the characters, yeah. But other than that, not really. So that's a pretty cool addition right there.
Yeah, I was going to say Battleborn was a pretty fun game.
It was fantastic.
I still have it and haven't played it. I was in the beta for that a while back. That was fun.
So
yeah, just from
everyone who owns the game has been given a founder title, which is a special player card background. It's just really awesome looking.
Nice. You know what they stopped doing, and I wish they started doing again, is like special stuff from like beta alpha testing to get to keep in the main game. I feel like so few games do that anymore.
A lot of games I played have done it.
Well, I bet you get like maybe you get like an emblem maybe.
I got a full fucking outfit in Division.
See, like that.
Like Division's Pokemon Sun and Moon, they gave you the Ash Greninja with Battle Bond.
Yeah.
That you got to keep.
That was the demo. that was a good one. That's what I was saying like that. Like that was a cool thing to go with it. Seriously, I don't even have Rad here, and somebody.
Or even with the
FF15,
the FF15 Platinum demo, they gave you Carbuncle.
What the hell? Carbuncle?
Yeah, the summon Carbuncle. That was with the Platinum demo, and you got to carry it over to the game.
I thought, is that what that little rat thingy is that follows me?
Yeah, that's Carbuncle.
That's a summon? I thought that was just like a pet that can follow you.
No, it's a summon. Carbuncle's always been a summon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow,
Ever since, what, Final Fantasy 3?
I thought that I should play
like
15. I played like 20 minutes of it.
It's so good. You really need to play it.
I do want to. I bought it because I'm like, you know what? I finally want to play this because it's not a tactical RPG.
Like I have like
it's not a turn-based RPG anymore.
I want to say I have like roughly 6 gigs of just video footage of me just like driving through the countryside.
Oh yeah,
because of how beautiful the visuals are with this game.
Speaking of the countryside, the new upcoming expansion for it is going to be adding the off-road for the vehicle.
Yeah,
the Regalia
episode Prompto.
Yep.
Because we have the one.
Is this
for
the one?
Gladio.
Was it the last one, or is this the one that had like the Power Ranger looking suits?
That was the last one.
That was the last one. I thought so.
What episode Gladio?
Yeah, they delayed it because they had to alter it so that it didn't look too much like Power Rangers.
Yeah.
People started sparking legal arguments.
But it's essentially awesome. Episode Gladio is supposed to cover the entire time that Gladio was away from the party. Which, if you played 15,
spoiler, you bastard!
It says it in the fucking game description for episode Gladio.
I haven't played the game or looked at the description yet because I didn't have. Why am I buying DLC if I haven't played it yet?
It literally just.
Maybe you're too busy watching the Ubisoft conference.
It's gonna be mad because I was watching a good conference. You dick! I know what you're doing there. You grinning son of a bitch. Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, I can't wait until episode Ignis.
All I know is by next week we're gonna be talking about Dead by Daylight.
2/3 of it's gonna be a black screen.
Dead by Daylight?
No.
Oh.
Ignis.
Oh, Ignis.
You don't know. You don't know what
happened.
happens.
In that last DLC?
Huh?
That last DLC with the
Power Ranger
skin? Did they keep the skins?
They changed them.
They changed them up.
How do they still look cool?
Yeah, they still look neat.
But not quite Power Ranger?
Yeah,
see, but
I was really excited to play that because of that.
With the Ignis DLC, what we're going to get is we're going to finally figure out how it is that he comes up with these recipes.
Oh my god.
It's the cook. That's the cook.
Ignis is the cook, yeah. Okay. Prompto's the one that takes the pictures.
Yes. He's the one I remember.
He's the one who went to me, he's like, dude, we should go take a picture with a Catawba pass. I was like, what, the fucking Brontosaurus in the pond over
here?
With
the vagina mouth?
And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm standing there and he goes, alright, wait for it. Pose. Takes a picture, goes, run. I'm like, fuck that. Warp strike. Just hit this thing in the face.
I read a little bit of it, but
I didn't want to kill
all the
it.
controls.
So I fucked it up.
I have to relearn all the controls of the game.
Prompto, though, I think Prompto is one of the most interesting characters in it because he's the only person not being paid to be there.
Yeah.
The other two, like, Gladio is your paid bodyguard, and Ignis is your paid cook and instructor.
Yeah.
And Prompto is just your friend.
Just your friend. Who's
Prompto's just that guy.
Yeah, like,
he's literally
your
just your friend
that sticks around no matter what. And your comic relief.
Well, the funny thing is, like, nobody, when you have a point in the game where, like, Noctis and Prompto actually sit down and talk for a bit. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that Prompto brings up, he's like, nobody liked me, and then you met me and you were like, you're cool. Like, why?
And Prince is a nerd.
The best part, though, is they give you 3 different choices. One is to say nothing. The other's to scold him for saying that no one liked him. And the other option was to just be like, well, you're a normal... It's literally just be like, you're a normal person like everyone else. Why would I not like you? And if you say that one, it actually gives him a boost in the XP that he gains. So every single time I talk to somebody, I always chose options that would give me XP boost for them.
Do you know beforehand, or is it not until afterwards?
As you're
talking, a little indicator on this that this has XP boost.
No, it's just I just chose that one because like I'm a fucking human.
And then of course Gladio's sister's always trying to sleep with you.
Yeah. Even though you're betrothed.
Yeah, I know. It's like, dude, I got a girlfriend, Back off.
Is that a dude?
Gladio's sister is not a dude, no.
Oh, his sister. I just heard you say Gladios. I'm just like, he's trying... Isn't he supposed to... Well, I was confused. Excuse me, you're a prince. You bang all of them.
The funny thing is, like, every single response option that you have with Gladio's sister is basically not just being like...
She has a name. Everyone just refer to her as Gladio's sister.
I forget what her name is.
I think that's how everyone feels. That chick.
I feel like it's like Sasha or something like that.
Baron Cohn?
True. True.
I think there's any other DLC fronts that are coming out. No, that one was. I thought I saw that thing. I saw this for the new Final Fantasy one.
Aside from
and I like Final Fantasy the fact that they're keeping their deal. While Square Enix likes to rip you off tooth and nail with ways of
they're actually
making you spend money.
They're
actually keeping the prices. So cheap.
They're keeping the prices of the DLC down,
but
which is very good.
I think it's the studio. I think it's the developers that are doing that more so than Square Enix, because Square Enix just wants to try and serialize everything to capitalize more money out of it.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. So
even worse is the whole fact that they're breaking it up into 3 parts
and charging you
for each one.
Yeah, and it won't be equal together to the equivalent of. Like if each part was $6 or $20, and so buying it all would equivalent to $60.
I feel like
they
should do
Hitman.
Like, I feel like they should do a fucking season pass. Like, you better offer a season pass.
I would assume so, because they're gonna make. But the season pass is gonna be probably like $100. Because it'll probably be like $40 each pieces. And like, you can say $20.
Well,
it should cost me $60.
it'll probably give you a bunch of extra shit with it too.
For $20, I doubt.
At least
I
hope aside from a season pass, they offer pre-order bonuses.
I think they do. Square Enix usually does pre-order bonuses and all their stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know what they would do for a remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Weapons? What do you mean? What else would they do?
What weapons?
Probably introducing new stuff in there.
If they're remaking the game, they would just remake it. I don't know if they would add anything extra to it.
No, they're going to add new things. They're going to add new missions and story arcs to it. They already said that.
I don't understand that.
I don't either, but they need to fill out that 3-game pad that they just made.
They need to fucking get their shit together with that.
And get Kingdom Hearts out, or they're going to serialize that. We'll see.
3 years before any of them come out.
3 years before complete one, or it might be out sooner if they serialize it.
They're not gonna.
They're looking about. I guarantee you, we're going to see a couple of series we know are going to turn into a Hitman style. I don't know if Kingdom Hearts will be one. I doubt Final Fantasy will be. Final Fantasy is kind of becoming one. But I think Square Enix is going to try that with other games, with at least one or two other ones. And depending on if it makes. But the problem is they have too high expectations for what should make money. Hitman was a success, and they still look at it as should have made more money. Tomb Raider reboot was a very good success, but they would get more money out of it.
It's because when Final Fantasy 15 hit, it was basically their way of stepping back out into the forefront as one of the top game devs.
Yeah, now take 50 years to come out with a game, or do what Bethesda does. Don't announce shit until you got shit.
Well, if
Bethesda's conference, while was a little disappointing, at least announced every game for this year.
If you remember, personally speaking, the last good Final Fantasy before 15 was 10.
Yeah,
10-2 was garbage. 11 I never played because it was an MMO.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you.
I have a lot of people say 10-2.
12 was fantastic, and I'm so hyped for
the remake. You're right. I did play 12, that's right.
They are remaking 12?
I think they already did, actually.
I don't know.
Or no, the last pre-order things for that. Yeah, it said Final Fantasy 12: The Zodiac Age. It's being remade for PlayStation 4.
Thank God.
They're changing up the job system too.
The only reason I didn't
keeping 14 going?
The only thing that pissed me off about 14 they're going to keep
12's
going.
not an online.
Oh, I thought that was the online one.
11.
11
is the other.
I'm sorry. I thought that was.
The one thing that I didn't like about 12 though was the licensing system to use weapons and armor.
Yeah, I believe they're redoing that.
Licensing?
You had to have a license to use weapons and armor. So like there was a point where I see why there was a point. There was a point I had an iron sword, and I was like, oh cool, dude, I got this mithril sword. Let me equip that. You don't have a license for a mithril sword. You know what level I had to be able to unlock the license for a mithril sword?
100.
17. I was level 10.
Oh. I assume it's always something outrageous.
I was just like, I'm not trying to fucking grind out 7 levels to use a weapon, and then I'll end up coming across a weapon that I want to use more that I need to grind another 12 levels out for. The story was great, though. The story was great. The gameplay was good. I just didn't like the licensing system.
Okay, what do you want to get next? Do you have any of your pre-Microsoft ones? Because I know you're jonesing.
No, everything I have left is Microsoft now.
All right, go for it.
Well, I kind of wanted to give off the list of just to at least give off the list of games that Sony had at their conference.
Mm-hmm.
We had Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which is DLC for Thieves' End.
I thought it was a standalone game.
No, it says they're DLC. Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds, which is DLC.
For Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's not standalone either?
No.
I didn't think it was.
Days Gone.
I know a lot of
Which
people
was
get hyped
shown
about
last
that.
year's E3.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people keep hyping that, and I'm like,
Monster Hunter World, which I actually saw the trailer for that.
Which is also coming to Xbox One.
Yes.
Yeah. I was surprised about that one.
It looks so good, though. Because, like, right away, like, I saw the big sword on the dude's back, and I went to my girlfriend and I was like, oh, this is fucking Monster Hunter. She went,
I didn't realize it was Monster Hunter. I didn't think about it because it's Sony.
She looked at me and she went, how do you know? I was like, the only other game that have weapons that look this fucking ridiculous is Final Fantasy, and this isn't a Final Fantasy.
I didn't expect that. I was actually watching. I was talking with Brad, and we were playing the Overwatch anniversary when the conference was going on.
Yeah.
So I was describing things to him as I was watching it while I was playing. And you should see me trying to describe that fucking trailer thing. Like some dude with a vagina face, just like, it's like Giant Dragon thing. What the hell is this? I didn't expect Monster Hunter, and as soon as I saw Monster Hunter, I'm like, fuck, I actually recognize this. Why did I not realize it? I just, again, tuned it out as in, oh, this can't be, again, I wasn't expecting Monster
Good
Hunter.
old vagina face.
Something in that trailer had like a vagina face.
Well, guess what, dude? They're remastering Shadow of the Colossus for
I'm
PS4.
actually pissed off about that.
I'm so hyped for that.
Remaking it. It looks fantastic.
It looks so good.
I feel like it's another money grab.
And then, of course, we were actually talking on this a bit in the car ride over. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yep.
And one that they saw for Microsoft as well, Call of Duty World War II.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think they're going to charge us for that remaster of Shadow of the Colossus?
$40.
Fuck them. It shouldn't be more than 20. For a PS2 game?
No, ports are 20.
They didn't even charge that for them.
The HD remake port of
is minimal 30
of PS2's Star Ocean Till the End of Time, which is one of the best Star Oceans.
I love that.
It's $20.99.
Most of the ones they poured over, they do with HD remakes, are usually minimal $30.
The Eco Shadow of the Colossus HD remaster bundle was
40 or 50 new when it first came out.
40.
Yeah.
But that was just an HD. It wasn't a full remake.
It wasn't a remake. It was a remaster.
I just want it fucking available on my PS4. Just let me buy the original version.
And then
fine as it is.
the last 4 games on the list here are God of War 4,
which is that last
which
year?
which they showed last year. Detroit Become Human,
which they showed last year.
Destiny 2,
which we love.
Yeah, and Insomniac's Spider-Man,
which they showed last year.
Oh, actually, I was wrong.
We'll
I was wrong. There's some
Destiny. I finally deleted Destiny.
There was some PSVR stuff too. The main one being Skyrim VR.
Because they'll put Skyrim on anything.
Oh, and Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
That's how they. I feel like they did a lot of VR games, which I'm kind of glad to see VR's continuing.
Although the internet
was for PSVR.
The internet was making fun of Bethesda hard because it's all Skyrim.
Just remember what we missed.
It's all Skyrim hard everywhere.
Oh yeah,
we got it.
And then, and people are like, we're going to be in the future, we're going to find a crashed alien ship. And they'll be like, look at this alien computer technology. And Bethesda's going to pop up next year, Skyrim on alien PC.
Yeah. You know what we did forget from Ubisoft?
What?
Did you say Ubisoft?
I was just messing with it. Far Cry 5. Fucking looked amazing.
It does look really good.
So good. I'm so psyched that I'm surprised Kate's not doing
the first Far Cry game taking place on the home front.
With no map.
Yeah.
There's no map?
No map.
You know why? You can look up a fucking topographical map of Montana.
Yeah, but it's a fictional place in Montana. You would still require a map.
Hope County.
Hope County's not real. They made it fictional so that way people wouldn't get pissed off that they said their town was a bunch of crazy religious zealots.
They still picked a real area.
Still.
Instead of what were the islands that all the other Far Cries were on?
They're all different places. One was
only 2.
2 was Africa.
Well, the first one was an island. The second one was in Africa, which was shitty. Yeah. Because there was no reason for your character to be there.
The second one was just unreal.
Really? Unreal.
No, I mean, like, I would literally, like, I remember watching videos and, like, someone would go to, like, stab a guy in the back, and the dude would just explode.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The third one was on an island. And the fourth one was in Nepal.
Yep.
Yeah. I felt like they did mention the region that the third one was from. There was a realistic region that was modeled after, and I can't remember where. Not directly, but like there you go. Geographically, this is here, and then Primal, which is like pre-Europe.
Primal's the same place as Far Cry 4.
Yeah. Realistically, yes.
It's the same fucking map.
Yeah.
I do bless the rains down in Africa.
But yes, I'm super psyched for that game.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. I love that you have call-in comrades, and they think they did a funny job with the trailer. Dog for Hire, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Although
the whole game's going to be co-op, which I love about Far Cry.
I know the internet's blowing up about the whole fact that, like, apparently, like dogs will fuck in that game.
Yeah, it's all animals can mate in the game.
Yeah.
Well, that got weird. I didn't see that part. Kind of glad I missed it.
Well, I mean, it's no worse than Diamond Horse being able to shit in the road.
Yeah,
no,
on command.
I didn't play that one either.
What bond level do you have to have with him to get him to do that? Do you remember?
Max.
Okay, I'm only at level 2.
You have to be ready to go in.
Which reminds me, remember the last time I talked about MGS5? Mm-hmm. I finally got another story mission the last time I played.
Do you have the water gun yet?
No, I just got the
go
mission.
around Mother Base, just squirting people in the face.
I just got the mission to get the fucking honeybee.
I kind of want to try that.
And now again, I mean, I have.
The honeybee was a creepy fucking mission.
Dude, that was so fucking creepy. The fucking skulls, dude. Oh.
Alright, before we switch to Microsoft though, the game I actually saw that was kind of interesting. Did you know they announced a new Sonic game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That fucking looked cool.
It did.
And the concepts was pretty
apparently,
fucking
yeah, the real problem is
good.
it's a Sonic game and they've not been good.
Well, apparently,
yeah, but it looks like it's playing more like Generations. That's why I'm hopeful.
More like Generations.
Apparently, from
you like Generations.
I did like Generations.
That's what I mean. I think I like
apparently, from what Scott Austin over here.
Apparently, a lot of the non-Sonic levels are what's going to make the game great. From what I've been reading.
I like the whole they're bringing like several major villains together.
Yeah.
Even ones from like not great ones because you got
fucking
Metal Sonic, Shadow's back to being a villain, Chaos back from the Adventure series, and then the one from what's the really shitty ones? Boom? No, it wasn't Boom. What was the one? What was the games before Booms?
Had, like, Sonic 06.
No.
With Silver.
After that, this doesn't have Silver. At least they didn't show Silver.
What was it? Sonic and the Werehog?
No, not that one. This was like a Nintendo one. We had like
is
the
he going to be Robotnik
like, the
again?
baddie guys,
or is he still Eggman?
Oh, like Rouge
Robotnik.
from Adventure 2.
Is he Robotnik?
No.
Robotnik is in it.
Oh.
No, but is he Robotnik now? Because they renamed him to Eggman.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did. He might
did
still
a
be
while
Eggman.
ago.
And it's the worst thing ever. Because
even in Sonic, I think it was Sonic Boom, they still called him Eggman.
Yeah, but now their story is it's Robotnik, but Eggman is just like an insulting nickname he gives them.
Well, that's how it started with.
That's
how it started with Sonic Adventure 1. Like Sonic called him Eggman because he was in his little flying pod, and he said it was a giant flying talking egg.
Yeah, that was their justification for the change to begin with. So I think that's still their official thing. It's Robotnik, but they call him Eggman because it's making.
But they had him calling himself Eggman as his official name.
Yeah, in the second one, he started calling himself Eggman. But then again, in Sonic Adventure 1, after Sonic referred to him as Eggman, every single robotic creation he made was egg something. Like the giant flying thing was the egg carrier, if you remember.
That was fun.
Like it was ridiculous.
Sonic
Lost World.
It was the villain from that one.
I need another Sonic Spinball.
Oh, I love Sonic Spinball
and custom character for Sonic.
Oh, custom character creation?
You can it's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. The two Sonics, Tails, Knuckles, and then you can customize
so all your sick little characters you made.
Here's the thing. And a new villain too.
It's Sonic, Tails. I'm just looking at what I see here.
Yeah.
Tails, Sonic, Knuckles, Mini Sonic, and then Slurnik.
No. This is your custom character.
Yeah. Well, I just made up a name for him.
Slurnik.
Slurnik the Glurg.
I'll admit, that kind of got me. I mean, Sonic Mania looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Sonic Mania looks good.
I think this is going to be like the next Sonic Generations. Is like their kind of spiritual sequel to it. And I love Generations.
I just hope it's good.
Me too.
Like, that's all that I care about. Is like, I hope it's good. I hope it's actually put together well. I hope there's no glitches in the game. And I hope that the cutscenes aren't just pieced together by 4 different people and then tried to be crammed together in less than a day.
I think you're asking too much.
Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to also come out at the end of this year too, so we'll see.
Well, if you remember, a lot of the cutscenes in Sonic Boom, as you're moving along on a level, out of nowhere, the rest of the party is up ahead of you, and then the cutscene starts and they're behind you, and then the cutscene ends and they're in front of you again, and then they just jolt behind you. And, like, things will be shifted off in weird positions where they're not supposed to be. Like, Eggman will turn his thing around and start floating backwards to look at you. And then the cutscene hits, and the trails are still there, but he's over here now. Like, he's off to, like, the right of it, and the trails are going past him.
Oh,
like,
man. It's just terrible.
So it was ridiculous.
Here's the story description for this. It's still Eggman, unfortunately. Dr. Eggman has managed to conquer 99% of the world with the help of a mysterious new enemy known as Infinite. Join your past self. Sonic leads a resistance that aims to stop Eggman's reign. However, the Doctor has an army of villains at his command, which includes Shadow the Hedgehog, Metal Sonic, Chaos, and Zarvark. Zavik. Is that Zavik?
Zavik.
Zavik?
That's the one from Lost World.
Yeah, Lost World.
Affleck!
It's a way... It's like... It looks like it's kind of trying to go the edgy way, but it looks like it's a darker, because it's like in a conquered, failed world now.
Yeah,
like,
everything's
this is like he actually won, and you're trying to fight back now.
We saw something like this before.
Breath of the Wild.
Sonic 06. You travel to the future as Silver, and the world is in shambles.
Hey, listen, making out with women and anthropomorphic hedgehogs solves all the world's problems. If they can get it on, everyone can make peace. Kay's looking at me with such disdain.
Because Sonic 06 was a hunk of shit, and we all know it.
I know. All right, Kay, let's move on. I know what you've been wanting to get to.
Sorry, Sega, I love you, but Sonic 06 was fucking garbage. You need to step it up.
Look, even they accept this.
It's been 11 years, and I still fucking hate you for it.
Remaster.
So let's talk about the Xbox One X.
All right, it's coming out. Cool. What else?
It's the most powerful system on the market. Turned out to be more powerful than people initially thought it was going to be. They even just freed up another gig of the 12 gigs RAM for developers, so you can now develop with 9 gigs in addition to the 3 for the system usage.
I know very little about it, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for you to go on. Like, don't wait for us. This is your.
It's supposed to be a collaboration talking, Shawn. Where the fuck were you?
We've been talking the whole time and kind of kept you shut out, so I was letting you go. So I was trying to be quiet and be nice. Well, I get for trying to be useful.
I don't really have much console allegiance. I just didn't catch Xboxes.
They showed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you watched Sony's jerk off fest.
Because I was off that day.
I wasn't off that day.
If only they invented a video streaming service.
Yeah, so I can get written up at work and they take my fucking phone away. Cool.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. Do you never leave work?
I'm sorry. I was working during the time that Microsoft's press conference happened.
You can still watch it. I can watch it right now.
Watching it afterwards.
Let's bring it
up on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean at work. I understand
Whatever
that.
shit happens.
Shit happens. Shit happens.
There was so much happening with E3 that I tried to just...
This was a good E3,
Yeah, it was definitely good. There was a lot of good stuff.
They marked a $500 price point.
500?
Yeah, not bad.
For as powerful as the system is.
Yeah, for as strong a system that is, 500 ain't a bad price point.
True 4K gaming console.
4K at 60?
Yep.
Sweet.
They told
Of course, it's up to the developers to make sure they hit it.
Of course.
The developers don't want to hit 60, they don't have to hit 60.
I would love to see Final Fantasy 15 in 4K
with...
at 60. That would be so fucking nice.
Even if they have contracts with Sony to say they can't release it at 60, I mean, they will respect that.
Well, then they'll just make one that's not at 60.
They showed a lot of cool stuff off at their conference. They showed Metro Exodus.
Oh, yeah.
I have the two Metro games, haven't played them yet. I've always heard good things about them, and that new one looked awesome, man. That kind of got
2033
me excited.
and Last Light were both very good.
Yeah, I've heard great things. I have them. I got them from a conference one year. So before you say I bought something I didn't play, I didn't actually buy it.
You just got them and didn't play them.
It was, of course, really weird playing Metro 2033 and finding copies of Metro 2033 in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's a book. But
yeah. No, I knew it was based off a book.
There are 3 books that I was aware of. I know there's Metro 2033, Metro 2034, Metro 2035.
You know what else was based off of a book?
I'm assuming this is following as much as they can. I don't really know.
You know what else was a game that was based off of a book for the Xbox? Rogue Warrior, and it was a hunk of shit.
It was a hunk of shit. But
I think I had that in our callback.
But Metro wasn't, and neither was The Witcher.
Yeah, I think I had that in our callbacks for our bad games to play for callback series. I think I have a copy of that here.
My cousin bought it for like $12. I was like, they should have given you 15 instead.
I think I got this for less than 5.
I want to start with let's see.
What are you looking for then?
This was No, I got some.
Oh, I know. I was trying to see what you were trying to figure out.
Crackdown 3 was shown off.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. And
Terry Crews will be a playable character.
I feel like that's a game that's awesome going to play. I said this to you before. I feel like that game's going to play better on the 1X. I think it's better designed for it, considering how it's supposed to operate, which I think is amazing and unique. I'm going to still get it on this older console and play it, but I feel like it's not going to hit the standard.
Apparently, they didn't approach Terry Crews. Terry Crews approached them.
Terry Crews approached everybody. He's trying to get Overwatch now.
Yeah, apparently, he demanded he be a playable character.
Yeah, he's trying to get himself into Overwatch too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love Terry Crews and stuff like that, but I'm like, all right, now he's getting a little too aggressive about it.
Apparently, he's been
calm down,
relentlessly contacting Blizzard.
See, that's kind of like at first I was like, oh, this is funny, but now he's squeezing himself in other games. I'm like, all right, well now you're getting a little egotistical here. I mean,
no, it's Terry Crews. He belongs everywhere.
He really does.
I would probably take Mr. T over Terry Crews.
Have you even seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, I didn't really like it.
Of course he hasn't.
Didn't really like it.
The Xbox avatars are getting a massive overhaul in the fall. They're going to look
more lifelike?
More lifelike. They're adding a lot more customization.
I better not lose my stuff. My Michael Jackson with Chaos Emeralds avatar is the great blue shades.
But instead of being these,
his Michael Jackson dress, blue shades, and he has Chaos Emeralds that drop and toss around. It's amazing.
Instead of being these big-headed, small guy people, they're going to be way more proportionate, more realistic.
But I'm big-headed and small-bodied.
Yeah, except for yours will remain the same. They're going to have a lot more diversity towards their options.
So
you can have a wheelchair now.
Nice.
You can have
high demand there.
You can have prosthetic limbs.
Sweet.
For the people with prosthetic limbs.
Solid Snake avatar, here we come.
You can.
I mean, not Solid Snake, Venom Snake.
You could be a teenage girl pregnant in a prom dress.
Seriously?
I mean, that's how I would describe what I saw.
That's funny. Can I skip Bethesda? Was there anything good out of Bethesda? Evil Within 2.
Skyrim VR and Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
VR,
That's pretty much it.
Oh, and
Dishonored 2.
And the
New Colossus.
And the
New Colossus looks great.
And the Bethesda creation thing.
Oh yes, paid mods.
Dishonored 2 standalone. New game.
No, not a standalone. It's an expansion.
No, it's a standalone.
It's an expansion.
It's a standalone. I literally looked it up when they first announced it.
They announced expansion to Dishonored 2, Death of the Outsider. They several times even
why did the things initially say standalone?
Even expansions in Dishonored 1 let you play as a different character.
Yeah.
In Dishonored 1 is an expansion that let you the Bridgemore Witches.
Yeah.
Let you play as the guy who actually killed the Emperor, not instead of Corvo.
Yeah.
And this time you're playing as a girl who has a hand made out of void to hunt down and kill the outsider.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, because it keeps describing it as a standalone expansion, Dishonored. So
Just
do you
like
need to
Fear
play?
Files.
Do you have to have the first one or not?
You'll have to have Dishonored 2 to play it.
Then how's it a standalone?
It's standalone from the story.
That's not how standalone works in these.
Apparently,
a standalone would be like old school for Wolfenstein. Like it was a separate game.
Fear Files.
Or well, maybe they will be doing it like
Fear
that.
Files, yeah.
Maybe they will be doing like that. I didn't read anything on that. So everything I said was just an expansion.
Yeah, I mean it says expansion here, but the thing I says standalone expansion, which to me says it's a continuation as part of the story, but you don't need to have the original to do it.
And then of course, Xbox One is getting original Xbox backwards compatibility.
I mean, a lot of people
About
like
fucking
that.
time.
There's nothing I want to go back. I mean, I love
Counter-Strike?
Morrowind?
You can get Counter-Strike already.
Oh yeah, you could get CS1.
Blood, as you said, Bloodwake and Morrowind.
Yeah, Morrowind.
Well, I don't want to go back to that old of a...
Morrowind was great.
Amazing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They have Morrowind now. It's now on ESO.
But it's not exact. It's not actually Morrowind.
Not
you just
actually
visit
Morrowind.
Morrowind in ESO.
I know, but there's nothing that makes me want to go back to that older style of a game.
Look, if you love reading,
Fusion Frenzy.
if you and
I heard
Indigo Prophecy.
Indigo Prophecy. Yeah,
I did hear good things about Fusion Frenzy. Indigo Prophecy still stand up today, though.
Yes.
I mean, it's a great game, but I'm like, I don't know.
The storyline was fucking incredible.
But I mean, gameplay and looks. The
if
story
Deadly
was good.
Premonition can stand up today.
Deadly Premonition
doesn't.
can't even turn over in its own fucking grave.
But it's still one of those games that people have been wanting the sequel or something to go with it. And
what, Deadly Premonition?
No, Indigo Prophecy.
I thought we were still talking about Deadly Premonition for a minute. I almost fucking
killed somebody doing something new with Deadly Premonition now?
I saw a thing on I saw a thing on Facebook where a dude was playing it for a live stream on Facebook, and they titled the thing, "Check out this crazy Japanese horror game."
Oh yeah, you told us.
The president alone is ridiculous in that game.
Deadly Prem?
Yeah.
You mean the chief of the police department?
Yeah, whatever.
He was a fucking
That's
weirdo.
two way different positions there.
His name is first off the guy's name.
The game was too bad for me to really pay attention.
As someone who's played it plenty of times, his name is George.
He's insane.
Austin's the one person who keeps frequently
He's the chief of
playing
police. I know the whole story behind that game now, and it's twice as dumb as from when I originally played it.
So I only have one more thing to mention, and I would like to save it for last because it's to me the best thing at E3. Period. So
that's not the Minecraft.
Aside from Minecraft, because we started with
independent games.
No.
Okay, because that's why I said because
what does it have to do with Ori and the Will of the Wisps?
That's one of the things I was going to mention. They did a bunch of like independent game announcements and the dates. Like Cuphead has a date for the end of summer.
Yeah.
So fucking excited for it. We're going to do a Let's Play on that.
Mm-hmm.
You
mean a Birds to Play?
I think. I
don't
know
what
what
it's
call it. It's a 2-player.
We'll
figure.
It might be a Bird Watch. Because it's a 2-player.
Okay, I'm copying my head.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Ori and the Blind Forest is by far still like, in my
Blind
top
Forest
10 games.
Was so good.
In my top 10 games that say on Xbox One to get, Ori is one of those games, hands down.
I'm one of those people when it comes to recommending games on Steam. I always recommend Never Alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Never Alone. It was really good.
I own it, but I mean nobody really high ranks that.
It plays like Limbo.
In a top 10?
Yeah, I would put it up there. It has great story, and it teaches you more than you actually think.
I played a little bit of it. I mean, it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem like I don't know.
Yeah, it teaches.
I don't hear anybody ever. You're the first person I ever heard who's ever mentioned it.
Teaches you about Indian tribes in Alaska.
On my hard drive.
Teaches you about Indian tribes in Alaska. It's great.
I know. I think sometimes they push.
Did you say Indian tribes?
Yeah, like Native Americans.
Inuits.
Yeah, the Inuits. Yeah.
It's not Indians.
Oh, it's an Eskimo tribe. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I really have no idea why even. I don't know. My brain's all sorts of shit anymore. So whatever.
Shit. You just said something that was going to lead me into. No, you said Never Alone for that. Fuck.
Okay,
we were talking about Never Alone and Ori.
Oh, Ori. Shit.
Will of the Wisps.
I think.
Or were you talking about the Blind Forest?
Blind Forest. Ori. They just announced Ori's going to be a guest character in something. As a fighting character. It's a Smash Brothers. It's one of the Smash Brothers clones. Shit.
Fallout?
That's what I'm trying to wonder. Is it Fallout? Yeah, somebody just announced that they got the rights to use Ori in another game. Alright, I'm going to try and look that up. I was just excited they announced a lot of the independent game dates. So, Kay, if you want to do your wrap-up topic, I'm going to see if I can find
I feel like this would be
answer. I know he's coming out on another game. Unfortunately, there's no Ori page for me to try and link to. Alright, okay, so go on. What's your thing?
Rivals of Aether.
Why does that sound familiar?
We were just talking about it before the podcast.
Oh, that's the one they're on. Oh, that's the one that we have on here.
Yeah.
All right.
He announced him 6 days ago.
That's the one that Ori's in.
Yeah, I said that's why I downloaded this. That's what made me think of it.
I thought that was the topic that you were bringing up.
That's what I thought too. I'm just like, wait, is that the game you're talking about? No. I felt like you just did a double flip when you were playing with your hair. I don't know why. I thought you were just double flipped me off. Her, not you. Fuck you too.
Just pull him out from back here.
I think that's it for me.
Deadpool
style? If you want to do the wrap-up topic, go for it.
All right. I don't know how you guys all feel about this, but to me, I was blown away and super excited by the announcement of Anthem.
Yes.
And the showing of the trailer.
Anthem looks so good.
I've seen a lot of games that have shown very impressive trailers. I want to see some hands-on gameplay footage.
That trailer had gameplay footage.
I don't think that was active real people playing. I think that was scripted.
It was scripted It was scripted, but it was still gameplay.
There's a lot of games that have done
scripted
that. And
gameplay
then as
is still
it gets
gameplay.
Later in development, it gets downgraded.
Okay.
I'm hopeful for it. I think it looks great. Look, realistically, we've seen
that trailer was shot for shot Destiny's gameplay reveal trailer. Let's not even sugarcoat it. Destiny's gameplay reveal trailer went exactly the same way as Anthem's gameplay reveal trailer.
Yeah.
But everything that was in Destiny's gameplay reveal trailer ended up looking exactly the same in the main game.
But how much
sure, they
it played
did not
like
have
that
boss, but it's still... They didn't have that boss in that one area, but it still played the same way they showed it. Oh, pardon me. Got the hiccups.
Because when you script it, you basically are just throwing stuff into different places so you can show off as much as you can in a limited period of time.
But it's still an accurate... It was still an accurate representation of how the game was.
Yeah, like you still fight that boss, it's not there.
for now.
I
want to see
it.
it. I'm excited for it. I think it did look amazing. I want to see.
But this is the original
will tell.
team. This is the original BioWare team from Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. The good people.
Wait, the different people from Mass Effect 3?
Yeah,
I thought
it was a different
downgrade
team.
alter. Oh.
No, it was a different team.
But Mass Effect 3 was an amazing game.
Changed.
And had great look game. Like everyone keeps shitting on Mass Effect 3. It was just the ending that was the Furious thing. Dude, I had an amazing time playing Mass Effect 3 up until the
ending, which I thought was kind of
And
silly.
I had an amazing time in some of the porn I watched up until the end, too.
You watched porn to the end?
No.
Right.
Okay, so what the hell are you talking about? Really, the ending like half hour of any porn is just like blank space because they know nobody makes it that far.
Porn gets to be a half hour in length.
Yeah.
I was saying, wait, what?
I'm assuming like a full production.
Half an hour of porn?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody does. That's why it's just filler. They go, this is 2 hours.
It's filler, all right.
Ew.
It's like I said, I think it looks
We
great.
forgot you were here. You haven't talked at all.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it looks great. But again, I want to see where time tells with it.
Well,
We've seen a lot of games where things look great and then things get changed, things get downgraded. Hell, we've seen great looking games shown that just never make it to market, scale bound.
Yeah. I read an article just yesterday. It said that the reason Scalebound was canceled is because the hype for it got too big and they felt it would never live up to the hype.
I thought it was down the cost.
No, they like Microsoft said.
That's Platinum Games, right?
Yeah.
The scale bound.
They put a lot of money into it, and Microsoft said that there's no way it would meet the hype behind it, and so they decided to cancel it.
That's a shame.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, you can still make some money back.
Because if you have such huge hype on a game and you release it and it's nowhere near what the hype is, it will ruin the game.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that people got hyped over this.
Yeah, but see, like they just showed a very basic one part thing. And people just blew up their own expectations.
Yeah, it's not their fault though.
See, it'll pull like a No Man's Sky thing though, where it'll be like people came up with all these crazy things after the footage and stuff that they saw, and then it's like, all right, well now we have to try and make this stuff somehow work because people now want all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course he had to open his mouth and say, "Yeah, we're gonna do that."
Yeah.
And then he couldn't.
There's a couple of things I hear people always shoot them for, and I go, I don't remember them actually promising that. I feel like people are like, that's what we think is going to come out of this.
Honestly,
we feel like it should.
A game that actually did that with me was actually Spec Ops: The Line. I see it over there on your staff.
You were not going to say something bad about Spec Ops: The Line.
I'm just saying it was a game that I feel like I personally overhyped a bit too much, and then when I played it, I was a bit let down. I wasn't let down like completely, but it definitely wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a bit more. I got pretty much everything I wanted out of it, but there was just very, very minor things. I was just like, eh. It wasn't. I was like, fuck that. I'm never playing that game again. I played the absolute shit out of that game.
This is my disappointment.
I am this much disappointed.
That's the size of his penis.
That's the size of my brain.
Spec Ops: The Line had hands down one of the best stories I've ever seen.
Yeah, the story was great.
Shame that company failed immediately after that, though.
It was a hauntingly great story.
I heard that's still on like the best
2K?
games people never played.
2K?
Not 2K. That's the publisher. That's not the developer.
Oh yeah.
It's still bringing up all the time. People, because the internet, wonderful place to talk. People always go, "So we should have a game where you think you're the good guy, and you keep trying to do all the right things, and eventually you find out at the end that you're the bad guy."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line."
But you can't see. But you don't see, but you don't see it the whole time. Like nobody I know fucking expected that at all.
It was Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah. I mean, again,
biggest
that game
twist
is
at the end. You're
always...
like, "Holy fucking shit! I'm the bad guy."
I think Spec Ops: The Line, hands down, shows up on like every top 10 list I see of games you probably missed but should have played. I think I've always seen Spec Ops: The Line on that list.
I'm probably gonna have to play it now. Again.
I have it and I've been wanting to play it. I keep forgetting about it though. But yeah, I've heard.
Could you please explain what the fuck tornado outbreak is?
That's gonna be a great callback. That's gonna be a great callback one day. Is what it is.
I'm not playing.
Why do you guys have such issues with callback games? Bad games are funny.
No, it's because I'm deathly afraid of tornadoes. And if it has anything to do with actual tornadoes, I'm not playing it.
You're a cutesy thing that controls being a tornado. And I think you actually have to cause destruction.
Oh yeah, it won't be as bad as I think then.
It's more kidsy than realistic. It's
what? Tornadoes don't freak you the fuck out?
No.
Large funnels of wind.
No,
death?
because I live in Pennsylvania, so it's not an issue.
It's not talking about if it's an issue here or not. It's about the whole fact that, like, they fucking destroy so much shit.
Maybe
and
if
they
I
look
lived
so
in
fucking
Oklahoma,
daunting.
that would be something that I actually worry about.
Well, natural disasters,
no.
period, are crazy. Imagine being in an earthquake and all of a sudden the ground splits under you.
Well, yeah.
Right? Your ceiling
Earthquakes
starts
freak me
falling
out,
in.
too.
Yeah,
Like,
earthquakes. If I lived in those areas, yeah, that would absolutely freak me out.
Look,
Tornadoes don't freak me out because I know something I have to
ever
deal
since
with
I saw
right now.
Twister as a kid, I just can't handle watching anything with tornadoes.
He can't afford to see
But
a
what?
cow
Like,
go
are you
flying
worried
through
about,
the air.
like, hurricanes or anything?
No, it's
that
just
shit-
there's something
Really?
about watching a tornado hitting the ground when it's like supposed to be like
You've
3
never
miles
actually
fucking
seen
wide.
a tornado. You've seen tornadoes in a movie that's not actually a tornado, though. You know that's not, like, an accurate representation of them, right?
They're actually,
It was about people chasing tornadoes. They have to be accurate representations, or it's not going to be an actual.
There have been a lot of accurate depictions of them.
Plenty.
Some of them, like, X-Men tornadoes aren't real tornadoes. But
No, of course
Yeah.
not. Because you never
But
have
like Twister, I think had like a pretty accurate as to how they looked and functioned. Granted, they still took some liberties on how they did shit.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I remember seeing,
on-
like, the cow, like...
Yeah,
That I said, they took liberties with that stuff, but like realistically, I think like how they
they actually depicted the tornadoes was definitely.
because they meant that part to be serious and realistic.
I just get really high anxiety when I see fucking videos of like huge tornadoes and shit.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun with some callback series. That's all I know.
But we've actually seen hurricanes
I'm
and,
not
like,
gonna
lived
sell-
in, like, hurricanes, and you're
Well,
not...
hurricanes are just a bunch of wind and rain. It's not a tornado touching down and fucking tearing
I don't know
stuff
what
off
you're
the
talking
earth.
about. I remember
ocean.
looking out the window when Hurricane Irene happened, and my neighbor's like tree just came crashing down on their car.
During Hurricane Sandy, I sat out back of my house drinking beers, watching the fucking trees over at Pennypack Park blowing like someone was pulling back an arrow.
I was in
It
Brigantine,
was
New Jersey,
hilarious.
for Hurricane Sandy, and Brigantine's like an island right off Atlantic City, and they actually evacuated us and made us go somewhere else because the entire island went underwater.
Yeah. There was a couple of cities in New Jersey where like the local mayors were like, "Nah, it's not gonna be that bad," and then Chris Christie was like, "You need to fucking leave," and they were like, "No," and then Chris Christie came on after the storm hit, and he's like, "Well, now they're fucking stuck. Like, there's nothing I can do. I told them to leave, and they refused. That's on them."
Yeah, we came
Is
back
Christie still
to
governor?
the house in New Jersey, and there were fish like in our driveway.
Nomination.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't during an election year
I don't-
for him.
Yeah.
He would have left office early if he had gotten it.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't an
he
election
was
year for
just
him.
trying for the Republican candidacy for president.
Yeah, that wasn't during his election year though.
I don't think he's governor anymore.
I think he might still be. I
don't know.
think his term, because I remember they said if he got it, he'd be cutting his term short. It's his last term. He can't go again.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah.
I remember those things. So I was just like, I haven't heard anything about him since that attempt for presidency.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, he's still doing his stuff. I remember there's a dude who was loved so much that's kind of fallen down to grace from when he started as governor to how he ended as governor.
That's because he lives in the tri-state area and he fucking openly admitted that he's a Cowboys and a Yankees fan.
Yeah, it's just Cowboys are the fucking greatest. That's saying.
It's like,
Also, can you blame him? Every team abandoned Jersey on those sports teams. So I mean,
The Devils are still in New Jersey.
well, yes, but he didn't say he was a Flyers fan.
He didn't say he was a Devils fan either, so.
Okay, well, I agree. In that
But I'm
sense,
just saying the
like he can't
Devils
be a
are
Giants
the
fan.
Devils are the-
Giants bailed on
The
them.
Devils are the only team that are still in New Jersey. The Jets and the Giants both played at the same stadium, and they still do. It's not in Jersey. It's not
Well,
in
no,
Jersey
Giants
anymore.
moved out of Jersey, but that was
Yeah, they
shitty
went-
that Giants were in
both-
Jersey,
both-
but still New York.
Well, both the Jets and the Giants played at the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
And then they made
I know
MetLife
Jets
Stadium.
did too.
Yeah.
That was just Giants.
No, they shared the Meadowlands and they share MetLife Stadium now too.
That's funny. I don't know why a city needs to have two teams.
Oh, it's also the same with
Isn't Vegas
It's also the same with
getting a team?
yes, the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
I mean football.
Football.
Isn't Rams? No, Rams moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah, the Rams moved to L.A. Oakland is possibly going to be moving to Vegas.
The Raiders?
Yes,
I'm interested.
they're saying that's a possibility.
Okay, what was your last name thing that we were talking about? Oh, that one game. All right.
Anthem.
Anthem.
That's what we were talking about. I'm super excited for it.
It's going to be very good. I'm very excited.
We might as well wrap this up then if that's the case. I'm excited. I do want to see more with it.
Couple of suggestions for the week. Couple of suggestions for the week.
Dead by Daylight.
My video suggestion for the week will be the one that we just released on Friday, our Mega Man 2 callback.
Ah.
Quite good, quite hilarious near the end.
I don't know what happened at the end, but it was fun.
We just got into like fucking super Asian voices. Only you can prevent the forest fire.
That was that video?
Yeah.
I remember you guys laughing your dicks off. I wasn't sure why. I fucking
broke.
Our Friday videos are getting some really funny content.
And then game suggestion, those of you that own PS4s and have PS Plus, Killing Floor 2 is one of your free games for the month, along with Life is Strange. I highly recommend both. Life is Strange is great. And
I think you made Britney come.
What, like, you're talking about Life is Strange?
I love
Oh, there's the other
game's
announcement.
awesome.
Life is Strange prequel coming
Ah,
out.
yes.
Before
the storm.
It was, yeah, Before the Storm.
Almost forgot about
Wait,
that.
Killing Floor 2 is fucking incredible.
Dead by Daylight on Tuesday. Everyone get it. I want plenty of people to play
DVD.
with on Xbox.
Yo, add the Draenix on your Xbox One.
Add the Draenix, it's fine. The spelling is right here. Right on your lower screen to the left.
Grab yourself some, or in the top left portion of the screen.
Yeah, but
in
the bird's
right-hand side
the bird's highlighting it in your screen in the bottom right.
I mean, you could add me, but I'm going to pretend I don't know you.
Yeah.
To be fair, Kay does that with all the people he does now. He still won't accept my friend
Kay does it with
on Xbox.
Kay does it with me. I fucking added him on Steam.
He's still steamed about that.
I texted you. I said, what was your Steam name again? Autism at Large?
Autism. I fucking laughed my ass off when you said that.
Any other final comments?
Add Shawn, get Dead by Daylight, let him kill you a bunch.
Yeah.
Or
well, I might be a survivor too.
I was gonna say, or hunt Shawn down and fucking murder him.
No, or don't. Just let me survive and win.
Nah, dude. Fucking.
Is anybody else
pulverize your shoulder on them hooks.
I'll get it. How much is it?
$30.
I'll grab it.
$30 and it's all the DLC content.
So you can play with Shawn and Kay.
The only thing that excludes is
and we'll try and convince Rad to get that
copyright ones from the PC one, which
dude,
is
Infected Santa's looking for a group post in Smite.
So it's Nick the Dick.
Yeah, it won't have Bill from Left 4 Dead. It won't have Michael Myers as a monster, and it won't have Laurie Strode as a survivor. Because those are
PC exclusives.
She was Jamie Lee Curtis's character from Halloween.
Yeah.
So
they
because
were PC exclusives.
Yeah, their license don't carry over. But you get the 3 original monsters and the 3 DLC monsters all together.
But they might
and all the extra.
They might eventually get the license rights to bring them over.
Maybe
they might eventually.
But that's not, at least at the moment, they're not at all saying that that's going to happen.
All right.
Maybe later. But for $30, it's all the DLC content and everything. I already pre-ordered it. It's pre-installed on here, ready to go. Unfortunately, it comes out my wife's birthday, so I have to wait till I put her to bed that night.
I'm just waiting for that. I'm just waiting for that email about Undertale pre-orders going live. Oh, also, Game Grumps made a game.
Why are you promoting other people now?
It's going to be coming out.
Especially Grumpy.
It's going to be coming out in a month.
Rooster Teeth made a game, or Achievement Hunters made a game too.
Yeah, Battle Sloths.
Yeah, that's weird.
I actually have a friend that's been consistently playing Ruby Grim Eclipse.
I have that actually on here.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
I really want to play it, and I haven't. Nobody else has it.
But yeah, the funny thing about the game,
add me on Xbox, guys. You can play Ruby with me.
The funny thing about the game the Grumps made is it's a dating sim where you're a dad trying to date other dads.
All right then. On that note, Kay, anything else? You want to wrap us up?
I would like to not be talking anymore. This has just gone too far.
Yeah, it's been a long podcast, but it's an E3 one, so we expect it to be a lot.
Happy Father's Day. Hope you guys enjoyed E3.
Yeah. Bye.
And I guess we'll see you next week. Well, you won't hear from me next week because I will be at a convention.
How convenient.
Actually, if you're going to Too Many Games the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of June, I will be there. Look out for me. I'll be around somewhere being some sort of an asshole.
So people will know and update.
Yeah, I'll update my Twitter. I still need the fucking password for the.
I have it for you.
The studio Twitter.
I'll tell you it as soon as we're off.
I'll be giving constant updates on Twitter about what I'm doing, what the happenings are.
All right, guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Later.
Mm-hmm.